I'm playing V4 of the Forest Temple.
Playing some.
Oh, are you?
Dude,
Yeah.
Finger.
I mean, I don't really blame him for not wanting to race against not a
Sober
full bottle of wine
Rufus?
before. Well, that's a stretch, but not a whole bottle of wine into him, Rufus.
True. That's spooky. That's your spooky element.
I was just telling the rest of them that I've got like 5 drinks that are from like a regulated government store, and I know how strong they are, so we're good to go. Last week I was just drinking wine from some guy down the street.
It's a really weird way to describe the liquor store.
The government?
Government regulated.
Well, I mean,
It's
we're like
government wine.
we're like the only place left in Canada where there's like basically nowhere private to buy liquor. So it's like
Oh no.
it's only the government-run liquor store in like 2 places.
I want.
every single brewery.
I don't count the breweries though, because like I
It's a
can't
weird
go
thing
there
not
with
to
my
count.
I can't get it with my groceries or with my kids, so it's just as inconvenient.
I see.
You know what I mean? Like I want to be
No.
able to like be like, yeah, I'm getting 7 Hungry Mans and a 12-pack of Keats. That's enough for the week right there.
This is how I know you're a local and I'm from a where.
How far away though?
New
New Brunswick? Yeah. Close.
Close, but so far. If you ask anybody here, doesn't matter if you're from New Brunswick or BC, it's all the same.
No, you're from away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can't stream it into this channel apparently.
Oh come on. Where are we?
Change
You
my
lose-
privileges.
Did you lose a roll, Harry?
Maybe.
Did you not sub? You're not. No, you're subbed to me. What the hell?
I'm
You're not
subbed.
paywalled. I see you. Wait, I don't see you.
I don't make the rules.
What happened? Hold on.
Member list.
Why does this keep
Yeah,
changing
Major.
on us?
In your fellow nooblets list.
Try now.
Oh,
It's there.
also, Noob, you may want to check my audio. I have it set up in such a way that I think you get to hear game audio, but I get to hear not game audio.
Yep, I hear game audio from you.
Good. I'm listening to not game audio. My stream is listening to game audio as well, though. I'm listening
Game
to
audio.
No, I don't. I'm happier with my random video game music.
But I have a really cool thematic theme for the Fire Temple.
I'll turn it on to listen to it.
Hey.
Is it a song I may have heard before? Or
no.
or we'll get tired of it after 2 hours?
Yes. Maybe. Yes. It has a lot of hollering, but like ancient like oh like that thing. It'll get. She'll get to you.
So I'll listen to it for a little bit. I mean I'm using wavelength, so it's just a click away.
I know. I'm just saying this one is like the more aesthetically pleasing maps that I've made. So I've tried. It's got like sound effects, dude.
Damn, a whole sound effect.
One
should
whole
punish him,
sound effects, too.
We should punish him by making some of the stuff sound-based.
Not
Not gonna listen to my game.
Believe it or not,
eh?
actually, you know what? There are some maps in the future potentially. You might not know if you did anything without audio.
That's okay. Can you tell us when we play those maps?
If I remember, sure.
If we
Before
start
get-
playing and then you remember, can you
Yes.
tell me?
Yes, that I can.
Rufus,
Yeah.
before we get too far off track, the
Oh.
cider company's called Double Hill.
Oh yeah, they make good stuff.
Yeah, Caledonia. Yeah, very good. That goes.
I haven't had it,
Scolio, if you
but
ever
I've heard.
come across it.
Yeah,
It's very dry. It's very good.
I bet.
I don't like cider generally as a rule.
Oh really? No, I love cider.
But they released one. I always find it too sweet.
The no boats on Sunday, I agree with. It's definitely too sweet, and so is Okanagan. Okanagan tastes like
Not sure if I've had that one.
They took a real cider and then mixed it with juice. Like it's not an offensive flavor. It's just not what I want in a cider.
Right.
What on earth am I listening to?
Early mode.
No.
What are you listening to?
Oh, it's a Castlevania swing song.
I mean, they do have chain whips.
No,
It's so
not
good,
that,
though.
Not that kind of swing.
It's so good.
Well, it's because swing is good.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to go this well with this though.
Zoozle, how you doing?
A wise person once said it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
Yeah, it's called Swing When You're Killing by Nostalvania.
Oh my god.
Definitely worth a listen. It's really good. Oh, I should vote for a song while I'm here. I want to hear the Earthbound song.
Oh, you're on that station.
OCRemix.com or whatever.
Rainwave.cc is the website, but they have an OC Remix only channel. And that's what I'm on. Their stuff's great because it basically never gets flagged for content stuff. And
Well, I found some
it's
things.
good.
I've already found 3 songs
Yeah.
I gotta get rid of. I believe they're all
Yeah,
Final Fantasy, if I recall.
Yeah, it's not uncommon for a lot of the we don't get flagged stuff to get flagged stuff.
I think these guys do a good job of updating it though. But they've
I
got
grabbed
like
the
4 or 5 different playlists. What do they got? They got flat like 8-bit music, they have covers, they have chiptune covers, and they have OC remix stuff, and then one channel that just plays a mixture of all 4. I really like it because people can go to the website and vote if they want, or it's just good quality music that doesn't typically get flagged. Are you live, noob?
Yeah.
Can they hear us?
Absolutely.
Starting soon.
Noise.
Was I'm sorry. By the way, we're live.
Yeah.
I decided that, like, I need to go grab my dinner and use the bathroom and everything, because I'm going to be honest with you, we were playing the Inscription tabletop game. It's very intense, believe it or not.
So wait, you were playing a tabletop sim version of Inception? Or Inscription?
Yeah, it's a PvP.
Why wouldn't you just play Inscription?
Because it's PvP.
PvP.
Me and Suwaka were playing
Yes.
against each other. It's quite intense. But we had to do we made our own rules up because otherwise it was boring. Because you just build a deck, but you build a deck privately and then you fight each other, but the cards never change. So we turned into a draft. We turned into a cube format,
Oh, yes.
which was much more fun. And actually, like we found, I of course, you know, the creative genius figured out a way because he's never actually done drafts. I didn't know that, so I copied sort of like what they do for sealed and cube drafts in MTG, and it actually worked out quite well. It was cool. There's enough
Yeah, if
cards.
you ever want... Yeah, probably. Doesn't need to be the time for it, but there's a pretty... I used to do 2-player draft with a buddy all the time at, like, lunch hour.
Oh yeah.
And there's a pretty sweet draft format where you lay out, like, a 3x3 grid.
Yeah.
You either take like a row or a column.
Ooh. I
It's
love
just
that's
a quicker.
cool.
It's just a quicker way to draft when there's
Yeah.
only just like 2 of you.
I thought you were gonna explain a cube, and then I was like, cubes are cool, but they take a long time and they're hard to make.
I've never played with people who like stuck with cubes. I like cube format.
Cube drafts amazing. I used to play it pretty regularly in town.
Like deck builders are one thing, but like draft formats, because I feel like there's that extra element of like denying but also picking at the same time and not relying on a resource. It just kind of puts you at.
Well, It depends on the game. Like Dragon Ball Super's draft is really dumb because you don't get seeded packs. So like, and a lot of the archetypes are leader locked. So on top of color, it'll say like you have to have a yellow Son Goku leader. So like it can really suck to. They only do draft for pre-releases, but like
There's no special rules for it.
no, they give you a leader as a promotion, but it's not a leader that works with every color.
Right.
And then the way the draft works is you get like so many packs. You make a 40 card deck. The normal is 50. You make a 40 card deck, and then you just go play the game. So good luck. So you end up with like 3 and 4 color decks that you can't even use the effects on half your cards. You just picked them because they were cheap.
Well, it sounds like it wasn't designed with draft in mind then.
It
Or sealed.
wasn't.
I mean, that's
It
fine
really
too.
wasn't. Like they
Some
should
games
have
are.
like if they even seeded the packs a little bit, it would be okay. But they don't even give out like proper pre-release kits. You just like open a box.
Okay, so it doesn't
Oh.
sound like it's a pre-release game at all.
They like Bandai sponsors a pre-release for it. It's just that the pre-release format's garbage.
Yeah, well, that's just them like spend your money because they know other card games do it.
Yeah, exactly. They give you get a couple promos or whatever, but like it's nothing great.
Yeah, the Final Fantasy limited formats have like special rules
Okay.
versus like constructed. Different deck size, different damage.
One
different
thing that's
rules.
kind of cool about that game is it's kind of reverse to Pokemon. You kind of have like prizes, but your prizes are your health.
Yeah.
So like hitting someone kind of gives them hand advantage, so you kind of got to be careful.
Yeah, it can. Yep.
I like the solution you did with V4 for the forest.
Thank you. It works, right?
Yeah, I'm just in the mirror maze right now.
I see it.
The teleport maze, not the mirror maze.
Luckily, you can still make it up through the vines. You don't have to like do an extra leap. So, you
Oh, you can-
suggested it. It worked. Yeah, you should be able to with the double jump. Yeah. Or you don't have double
You don't
jump.
have
But you
the-
should be able to with the. You should be able to launch yourself up from the top.
Oh, so you're leaving it in as a kind of an extra little secret way to get
Oh
through
no,
it?
I mean like going between gravitational switches. You can still
Oh,
make it.
okay.
You can still make it. I just want to make sure it wasn't too deep, but I made it exactly high enough that even if you got max, at max with 2 tiles you couldn't make it. I just ensured in 3. But that was your suggestion, so it was a good one.
Oh man,
No,
Noob,
he did it.
I
He
can-
did it with Goat.
I can pay $13 to elevate a chat message for 1 minute.
Ooh.
Yes, you can.
Third. Wow.
I don't get to choose the amount. It's
They
$6.50
buffed it
for
though.
30
They
seconds.
put out some patch notes. They buffed elevation.
Okay.
I'm not kidding you. They buffed elevation. Like they like upped the amount of time it would stay for your money.
Oh, I see.
I wish I could make that up. But they
Is that when you like promote a stream, or that's just promoting
No,
your
like-
own?
It's like
Like-
highlight message, but in chat for money.
Well,
Yeah.
it's more than that. It pins it to the top for a
Yeah,
bit. Like
there
like the YouTube, you know, the YouTube dono comments that stay at the top for like 2 minutes. It's like that,
No,
except
I
it only
don't.
stays for a minute. It kind of goes right under where the gift sub, like the most gifted subs this month is. It like
Sure,
sticks
sure.
up. It sticks up under there for $13 a minute, and it's just
What-
a chat message.
What self-important person would spend that much to think whatever they have to say is that important?
Well, I mean,
Well,
it's
you know.
it's a different way of support, and plus I've seen some really cool things. I actually have something I would want to do with it.
What's the ratio?
It is 70-30, I believe.
For the creator?
Yes, 70 credits.
That's what it looks like.
See, like that, yeah. Ah, Rufus, thanks for the 650, dude. Appreciate that. That's a lot of money. That's for a long time too. Damn, we just gotta stare at Harry as silly for like 10 seconds.
Doesn't
Third-
work on
it's-
mobile.
30. Oh my God, no way.
Oh, it doesn't work on mobile
Well,
still?
wow.
I thought
Nothing
they
works
said they
on
were
mobile.
fixing it. I thought they were
Nothing
making
works
it.
on mobile.
Oh my God.
I was just like, Rufus, that's rude. It's just a normal text message.
But he paid for it.
Promoting it, however, that's fine. If you paid for it, call me as silly as you like.
Oh yeah, no, I paid for it.
You're the one that paid for it. You're the
Yeah,
silly
you're
one.
like, what self-important person? And I was like, oh, me. It's like, I'm doing this now. I wasn't gonna before, but now I'm gonna.
Well, you're welcome, noob. I made that happen.
Thanks, man.
So how much do you get from that?
70%, I believe.
70.
Yeah.
Guess we'll find out.
So that's just better than subbing.
Yes. Technically, it is. I mean, there are
And
a lot
it's
of things that are better than
and better
subbing.
than bits.
There's a lot of things better than bits and subbing. Way better.
Well, they're
Yeah.
getting rid of bits slowly, anyways.
Yeah.
so-
No, but like
They might even be
for
getting rid
like-
of Twitch subs from what I was hearing from
for like
Prime
someone who
subs.
wants like for someone who wants to support the creator, if you elevate a 650 message once a month, that's more money than the sub.
I know, man. But no emotes.
Yep. Yeah, you get no email. There's different ways.
Even though Better Twitch TV exists, I can't sell that. I can't sell that to people. Hey, congrats.
Here we go.
Huh. It's funny that the elevate your message has that much revenue.
It's to push it. It's definitely to push it.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's just yeah. Huh. Interesting.
And you know what? Hey, maybe it's the start of everyone else getting 70-30 on everything. Chat? Yeah, it's a good one. I'm a comedian.
Yeah, right. They just.
Did you hear about freaking TwitchCon? Holy shit!
Dude, hold on. Before we get into it, let's start everything because I really need to use the bathroom too.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm really proud of this. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Guy Rule, where the Guy of Time continues on his journey. Their journey.
Wow.
But we're gonna call it Dude, I'm so proud of Guy Rule.
How long did it take you to think of this?
One whole going live notification message. I'm usually really good at picking up those on the spot. I'm a secret
feel like
OP
there was-
dad guy. No, that was on the spot, man.
I was gonna say, I feel like there was one of those in that long string that you thought of for a
Nope.
long time.
No. The Guy of Time I came up with for this year, and Guy Rule. It's great.
Good for you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Did you make all your stuff public?
I am making the older maps public. Every map that you guys
Okay.
complete will be made public as well. Yes. Oh, that's a cool map, Harry.
Oh.
That's a really cool map. Yeah, because I have something coming up in 2024. I know it's like long range plans, but
2020.
I fucking knew it.
what?
I told someone today he's already working on next year's map.
Oh, I'll delete this one.
Well,
I said that.
you don't think that I started on bottom of the well? I've started on bottom of the well, dude. These things take a while. I need to start.
I
early.
know.
I need to start early.
I know. I'm just saying, I called that. Like 100%.
So are the V1, so like Jabu's Belly and Dodongo's Cavern,
Yes.
is the one without V1 on it the newer one, or is the
No,
one that says
V1 is the newer
V1 one?
V1s
Okay.
are but they're not fixed. I left them as is, just to
Okay.
keep the authenticity. Because I thought about updating them for the plan in 2024, but I'm like, you know what? Leave them jank. That's kind of like the growth,
Okay.
and I like that. So, gentlemen, ladies,
So-
I'm dropping you the code.
Oh,
Nope.
sweet. He's gonna airdrop us the code. I gotta hit the ID button, I guess.
There it is. It's dropped for chat too, just not in the bot yet.
Fire Temple V2.
It's the Guy of Time. It's not Hero of Guy, because it'd have to be Hero of Gaiman. That sounds weird. It would be Guy of Time.
Didn't you do a Fire Temple last year?
Nope.
Oh. Okay.
But now you get to see what I mean when I say I've upped the aesthetics.
So we go into the level and start on a restart, right?
Yeah, you'll go to the pause screen and
Yeah.
then you'll do that. But
Okay.
first we need to talk to people. We need to get stuff going. How's it going, chat? How are you? What's going
I feel
on?
like we just talked, noob.
I know. Well, we kind of did almost. How are you, Harry? It's been a while.
Oh, I gotta listen to Noob's music.
Doing okay.
Okay, let me go grab my dinner and use the bathroom, and then we get started. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I suppose.
Okay.
Let me close this. Okay. In the meantime,
You know what?
by the way, I checked the VODs. You guys didn't do anything silly with row your boat, so I don't know what you were trolling me with, other than just the suspense of me thinking. I
No,
have
we
to go look it
totally
up.
did
We
because Harry
absolutely
was
did.
Harry was a whole bar late.
No, I looked.
I mean,
I
the
didn't
fact
find
that
it.
we
Did you mute Discord for the VOD? When you went BRB?
No, I would never do that. No, I heard you guys talking. I heard the beer talk, but I skimmed through and I didn't find it.
no,
It's
we
in
sung
there.
like row your boat for like one whole verse.
Yeah.
Yeah, we almost got all the way
Badly.
Emphasis on bad. Oh, Rufus, did you want to
through.
put that
Totally happened.
anywhere here?
It was incredibly
Put
distracting.
what anywhere where?
Your 560, or I guess
Oh.
650 would go. It'd be like, what's 70% of that?
Math?
450. $5.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you $4.50. You want
Where's
that
the
anymore?
spread? Where's the spreadsheet?
I just pulled it up in chat.
Oh fuck! I gotta open your chat. Hold on.
Yeah, you do.
I have my chat open.
Are you
Oh.
streaming? Who's streaming, by the way?
I'm streaming to Dungeons
streaming.
and Downloads.
Awesome.
Streaming didn't work out for me last time, so.
Womp womp.
How
Join
was
channel,
your what were you doing today?
ProPokeNoob.
You were prepping or playing D&D?
Me?
Yeah.
I was playing Backpack Hero.
Oh, you were.
I was playing the Halloween update.
Oh yeah. How's Satchel?
Really fun.
Yeah.
Well,
Can you-
I don't know if Satchel is necessarily fun, but the new instrument mechanic is really fun.
Oh, cool.
You can
Can
charm.
you airdrop
enemies.
me that link again?
Oh
I
yeah.
can explain it to you when
When I get back, because I'm delaying myself for some reason.
Yeah. Go, be free.
Volvagia would like to have a word with you.
Who
Volvagia,
is that? We're playing
the
D&D
boss of the fire temple.
Oh,
It's the text that's on the description of the level.
oh, I see. Yep, I see that now. I don't think I've ever said that name out loud before, so it didn't ring a bell.
Okay, so Harry, what's the spreadsheet that I'm looking at? What am I? Is this
Why
the next
asking
game
me?
he's gonna play? Well, because you're in his chat a lot and he's gone.
Hmm.
Okay, which link are you looking at?
The
stream
buy
time?
my stream
Buy his time.
Yeah, so there's a couple of tabs. Let me pull it up because I'm not. Yeah, so. Yeah, those 5 games.
Contributions required. So why does he need $35 to play Vampire Survivors?
Incentives, my man. Incentives.
Oh, I thought that was how much the game cost, and then I saw that there was bigger. Oh,
Well, some of them are I don't own the game, so I need to buy the game.
And then play it.
And
yeah.
then, and because of the length of the game or something, I don't know where the rest of the money comes from. I've never asked him for the math.
No. That's fine. I just was trying to figure out how it worked. It's an incentive thing. It's not just this is how much the game cost thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
It's by my time, not by my game.
That's,
there one
that's
that
right.
See, I feel like I got to put it in Vampire Survivors because I think the other 4 are just better games.
I mean, if you want to waste your money, you could also throw it at suggest a new game if you had something.
Oh, we can suggest the game.
Yeah,
I get
I
Noob
don't
to
know.
play Trombone Champ, and everyone's gonna jump on that bandwagon.
Hell yeah.
I mean, he would probably play that if you suggested that. He'd probably add that to the list if I were to guess.
I mean, everyone's gonna ask to put all their money into it so that it just pops instantly.
Trombone here. My son has picked up trombone and band.
Oh, nice. I wish I could play a real instrument.
You could learn.
I could, but I don't have
Yeah.
the time anymore. I wasted all my
Stop playing them video games.
Well, I
Start
wasted
playing-
all my youth learning guitar.
Hmm.
So I never learned any wind instruments or violin or cello or anything.
I mean, there's
Nothing
never too late.
cool.
Never too late to learn an instrument.
No, if not.
I keep thinking
But-
about it, but all the instruments I want to learn are ridiculously expensive. A good instrument's
organ?
expensive anyways, but
What
no,
instrument?
like a glass harmonica or a hurdy-gurdy.
I don't. Why? Those are so specific.
I know.
I'm pretty sure a hurdy-gurdy is only that expensive because you have to fly to India and get it yourself.
I don't even know what a hurdy-gurdy is. Why would
It's-
you want to learn that?
A hurdy-gurdy is like an accordion is to a piano,
I see
or
it.
sorry, a bagpipe is to a reed instrument, as a hurdy-gurdy is to a string instrument. It has so you crank it, and it has basically like a constant bow that runs over a bass note, and then it's got keys to play harmony over the bass note. So it's got that combined back note harmony with the melody in one instrument, like a bagpipe does. But
it's literally it's a violin bagpipe, is what it is.
Did you ever see Black Sails?
Is that a movie?
A television series.
No.
Well, I'll post some links to some hurdy-gurdy stuff in.
I just Googled it, and I've never seen one in my life.
Oh, they have such an amazing sound.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because I listen to a lot of Weird Al, so I'm just surprised I've never accidentally come across it. Not because he plays them, but because I have a wide range of musical tastes.
Noob, I would like to add to your buy my stream time.
Yes, you said Vampire Survivors?
No. I'd like to add a game.
Oh, which game are you thinking?
I'm thinking Trombone Champ.
Oh, Christ, man.
And I think, and you know what? I think you're gonna do it for 2 reasons.
Oh wow!
Do you want to know my 2 reasons?
Is it 2 sets of $10?
No.
Funny.
The first reason is because I think everyone's going to just donate to this as an incentive because it's amazing and it's going to be hilarious. Okay. And also,
Reason 2.
Keep clicking. Yeah.
Also,
He's grasping.
Yeah. Wait
No.
for it.
I just gifted you the game so you don't have to buy it.
Well,
He's like, no deal.
I hate to click no.
God damn it, what am I going to do with the second copy of Trombone Champ? I can't be 2 Trombone Champs.
Just refunds, yeah.
What about the
Same
double
thing happened to me.
trombone?
Ooh, double trombone champ.
No, I don't want to play it now. All right.
$500 to play.
For $500, it better be the whole game.
How long is this game?
It took me 4 hours to fully complete it. Fully. Full story mode, everything.
Rufus, I'm about to gouge your wallet. I'll make you a deal.
Oh no.
Ooh.
I'll give you 2 wins on this.
Okay.
Beat my map
Oh.
or donate to Sick Kids. Get us to the exact halfway mark, which is $25. And I won't even put it on the buy my stream time. I'll put it as complete.
Ooh, so wait.
$25 or beat my map.
Pretty good deal.
Man, it would be funny if I just god moded this
You just
because I'm
world record my map. I'll pay you
You just have to-
$25.
You just have to beat it.
You didn't beat it. Just don't, not complete anything like last week.
guys,
Just stuck on
I'm
screen
not-
1.
I'm not even kidding you. There were multiple times last week where I just had to close my eyes for a little bit so the screen would stop spinning.
Maybe next time don't buy wine off some guy on the street.
Hey, okay, I know the guy and it was free. It's not as sketchy as that.
I know the guy. I didn't buy it. He was still in the street.
He just gave it to me.
Yeah, he just gave it to me.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, you already blindfolded yourself. Why did you have to close your eyes? as well?
No, that was before that.
Let me legitimize this, okay? This map is not easy. This is quite possibly the second hardest map that I've made. In terms of endurance and overall requirement for preciseness, for being precise. So if you could beat my map, I would be more than happy to play Trombone Champ for you. In fact, I might even make time during the marathon to do it. Drop
Ooh.
$25, And I will at least give it enough time during the marathon. Maybe not beat it 100%, but I will play it.
I don't even care if it's during the marathon.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying I'm upping the sweetness of it.
Okay.
Like if you
does he have to like take this bet or not?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm definitely
oh,
I'm
100%.
definitely gonna make it happen.
There's no loss.
I don't know.
It's either he
I don't
wins
know
or
if-
it's neutral. I just own trombone champ.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if he has to take the bet, he has to either beat it or donate $25.
Yeah.
I'll
You
also
want to
up the
Uh-huh.
I'll lower the difficulty of it and say that when you come to the points in that game that are very confusing and there's no clear path to continue, I'll tell you where to go.
You'll give me a guide? You'll be my guide?
Yeah, because, well, there's parts in that game where, like, my chat had to help me, because there's parts in that game where, like, you're trying to figure out what to do, and it's like you click everything and nothing does anything, and then your chat's like, oh, click that again, but click it like 100 times.
Okay. So let's up the ante. So, here's the deal.
Oh.
What if you just beat my map or donate $25 and I'll let you come on the show and we'll just make it a marathon event right now. I won't even consider. We'll fit time. We'll find time. I'll even do it at pseudo prime time. I'll do it at almost the peak of when I know people come in. And it'll be on your time too. We can make that happen. It could be the lead-in to the game show.
Isn't that November?
Yeah.
I gotta book that in.
Man, do our marathons, like, completely overlap?
Only on the last 2 days.
Okay.
Because yours is the 30th to the 6th, or to the 5th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We end on Extra Life Day, yeah.
Yeah, so mine's 4th to 6th, so not completely.
Okay.
So I'm saying we do
Okay.
it on the 6th, because that way you have one night to rest, and then you have to stare at Trombone Champ again. Is it just a rhythm game where I have to move it up and down? Because I'm not very good at those games.
Yeah, all you
Yes.
have to do is your mouse moves the slide up and down, and you hit. You
It's
can
not
either
like Flappy
click.
Bird?
No,
Oh, thank God.
you just move your mouse up or down, and you can either click or use the keyboard to play the note. You can do either or. I find it easier to use the keyboard, so I don't have to try to do it all with my right hand, but you can do whichever you want.
Not gonna say it. Phrasing.
Okay. I'm making it Twitter official.
I mean,
If he beats my map
It's
tonight,
complicated on
Trombone
Facebook.
Champ happens for Extra Life. If we reach $2,400 tonight, I'll do it for free.
and if chat is able to donate more than what I have to pay, I'll pay whatever they put in, up to, like, I don't know, $100.
Wow, you hear that?
Money.
Oh, I heard it.
money.
So, like, I'll pay $25, but if chat can get up to 30 in the next 2.5 hours, because that's probably when I'm gonna call it quits no matter what. Yeah, up to like $100 I'll match whatever they can raise between now and when either I beat the level or I quit.
No, you gotta beat the level tonight, man. Like in order for this to happen, either you throw that money in, we get to that
I'm
total,
gonna-
or you
I'm-
beat it tonight.
No, I am gonna throw the money in no matter what.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying if chat goes more than my $25, I'll match whatever they do,
Okay.
up to $100.
All right.
So
like,
look at that.
I'm gonna give you $25 no matter what, whether I beat the map or not.
Okay. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
So if chat,
You should make it $30, because then you get a picture.
no, I'm gonna let chat get me there. I'm gonna let the collective, if I'm meant to have a picture, chat will donate $30.
Fair enough.
That's how I live my life now. I don't make any decisions. I let random internet people do it.
You know, it's a safe way to do it as a creator.
I mean,
You have to repeat that news. The more people show up.
Oh, 100%. In fact, I am making it Discord official.
Oh.
In general chat. So people
Tag.
cannot dodge it.
Tag at here?
Yeah, well, it's at here. It's only 67 people. But the point is,
That's a
got
lot.
him. Chat, sounds like we might have trombone jam during Extra Life. What have I done?
hey man,
It's okay, just to confirm, it is like a safe game. It's not like 18 plus or anything I gotta worry about.
no,
It's just
not at
poop
all.
jokes, right?
Yeah, it's fart joke.
Okay.
There's
That's it.
fart jokes in it?
It's all
It's
fart
all
jokes, man.
the whole
It's
game
all
is fart jokes.
I thought it was serious business.
No.
I thought
no,
it was
it's-
too.
well,
I was
mean,
really excited, and then I saw him playing him like he's spitting turds out of a trombone. What the hell?
Oh my.
Yeah, like one of the sound packs you can get is a dude that farts while you're tromboning.
Psst, I
Naturally.
think chat just donated $30.
What? Was it you? Oh yeah, somebody did it. Holy cow. I don't know what that is, but to find out, somebody wants a picture. Who is it? The hype grows in Guy Rule. I love that name. That shouldn't be a name, but it is now. Wait for it. I don't know who that is.
Mystery donation.
We have someone's real name. I don't know who that is.
That's me.
Oh, well, thank you very much for the $30 donation to Sick Kids Hospital that Rufus will now be matching. That's
Yeah.
$55 already guaranteed at the end of the night. That also puts us up beyond the halfway mark to our 2022 goal. What picture would you like, Astolia? Also, what are you supporting? And I need you to give me a number between 1 and something.
I put that under the. I thought I put it onto the. There's a spot on the thing to go.
It might be there. Hold on, let me see.
Okay.
Sometimes it doesn't
well-
work. I just ask out of habit. My bad.
Well, I'd like a Pancham to go with my kick-ass Pangoro.
Is it a kick-ass Pancham, though?
I'll leave that up to artist discretion.
Okay.
Submissive agent.
Sub Pancham, Chad Pangoro.
As for the number, I'm skipping a number. I do not care for a number.
Okay.
And we're gonna.
No,
put
no,
words-
you're-
Would you
game,
like to
dude.
give a game away then?
Sure.
I'll let it give
Give a
away.
game giveaway. Do a game giveaway.
All right, choose a number. I'll
Um,
give the game away. I'll just throw it in chat.
What was
Actually,
the range again?
I'm getting it right now.
Can't you do like a raffle instead of just throwing the code in chat?
That I can do. I just don't know how many people are around to actually get that raffle. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow when there are more people.
Yeah, do it tomorrow.
I'll do it tomorrow. But just
Or
for
give it to the
prosperity's
next
sake.
person. Give it to the next person who donates. Yeah.
It's up to
There you go.
Astolia. She donated.
Sure, we can do it. The next person that donates
Okay.
gets my game.
2 games
Yeah.
for 1.
Bazinga.
That's gonna be a fun surprise. By the way, Astolia, I don't know if you saw the cross stitch, but I'm gonna show it to everybody.
Oh, I'm
it's
not on your
done.
channel anymore.
Oh no. What game would you
One
like
sec.
to support? By the way.
Was Emerald on there? I believe. I believe I'm
Emerald's
always
on
putting
there.
stuff towards Emerald. Yeah.
All right.
Emerald's my go-to.
Emerald's catching up, but it has a lot of work to do as Yellow is at $475, Black 2's at $430, Emerald's at $197. It needs
Oof.
a lot of support to make that happen.
I feel like I'm the only one that's put money towards Emerald.
Mostly. You're most of it. Not all of it, but you are most of it. So, there's that. All right, Astolia wants Pancham. Done. Let me grab this cross stitch. Let me show everybody.
So are these pictures of Pokemon, or can you get pictures of anything?
Also, good evening, Phil. I saw you.
I think Zilla, Nerdzilla specializes in Pokemon, but you could probably request
Nerd?
Nerd, yeah.
She mostly does
are the
Pokemon.
pictures-
Yeah.
Yeah, the pictures exclusively Pokemon, or
These pictures, yes. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Keeping it simple. For those who are wondering, I have actually acquired a lot of prizes suddenly within the last couple weeks. We're like 3 weeks. I'm 1 week away from my TED Talk, which I have not fully prepared for, and I'm 3 weeks away from the marathon, which I'm not fully prepared for. But I can tell you this: I have gloriousness prepared for you. This is your $35 giveaway. The cross stitch for 2022. The ProPok E emotes unified. The OG picture that sits behind us representing strength and unity when it comes to charity. Done by my girlfriend. Incredible amount of work. Even fixed up the colors to make it work. Absolutely spectacular. It's huge. It fits anywhere, and it looks fantastic. If she comes on the channel, you should say thank you. But this will be given away November 6th with everything else.
So how do you get that?
$35 in cumulative donations. So any
Is there
donations.
a way to, do you just get one entry?
It will be one entry, yeah.
Per person?
Per person.
Okay.
Once
Is there any way to track if anybody's in there?
You can either track your own by looking up your name, or I have a tracker. If people want to know their donation totals, I can tell you in private. But you can go look it up on the Extra Life page under donations, and you can just find what names you did it under. I keep track of actually everyone's names, just to make sure in case somebody wants a clarification. So when people have like 3 or 4 names, I'm like, oh no. I have this giant list of people's names. Sometimes it just happens that way. It's not anyone's fault. They can do whatever they want. Yeah, the name didn't pop up. The only weakness of Extra Life is their portal doesn't always work. I have to download it into a PDF, into a, what's it called? Download it into an Excel form, which is really weird.
CSV?
Yep, and I can't open it because I don't have that on my computer, so I have to use Google. So it just becomes very annoying. Okay, let's get into Guy Rule.
Indeed.
We need to get this going. Oh, that's not it. This is it. So yeah, Cal will not be here tonight, but we do have 3 lovely people that are still joining us: Astolia Harriet and Harriet. You're now Harriet Dwarfist. And
Harriet.
Rufus.
Wow.
I'm the one drinking tonight with salmon. Thank you once again for coming out. How excited are you once you see this little pop-up here for this particular screen? What are you feeling? What are your initial thoughts?
I don't know how I'm progressing past the first platform yet.
Well, you have lots of time to figure it out.
I think I've stared at it long enough that I know what I'm getting into for the first little bit.
Okay.
You'd think so.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't say I could do it. I just said I think I know what's going on.
I'd be very surprised if anybody gets this first try, but I believe in you to figure it out.
There's six rooms?
Yep.
Kind of.
Kind of. Oh.
So, I'm gonna warn you right now. The camera. Sorry, food in my mouth. The camera is not locked to a room. It is locked to you. So,
Pans.
the camera will pan. Is it? No, is this room based?
I don't know. You made it.
I haven't been able to move yet, so
This should be able to move. This should be moving with you.
It's a good thing we started at 8. It's only 8:45.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. No.
Clock's ticking, dude.
The camera follows you, so you'll be the center of the screen once you get more into it. So it just means that you won't be able to, you won't have any screen transitions. Everything will be smooth. So just be aware of that because it might be your first experience with it, considering I haven't given you any maps that has that type of thing.
So wait, how do saves work then? Is it
Saves
just
work
a
all the same.
location?
Yeah, it's a location.
Yeah, normally when you're in a different room entirely, though,
Nope.
you don't know what's going on behind you, so it's not necessarily room-based timing.
No, it'll be instance-based timing because I learned how to do that at this point. Mostly.
Okay. This is global timer shit.
Yes. So I highly recommend if you want to face the best way to reset before going into new puzzles. That is the strat that people who get world record do. Because you don't lose any time. I don't think it counts as death, but it doesn't matter. You just get the normal time, and you can just go from there. Are we ready? I'm going to take that as a yes. Okay, chat.
Was there a question?
With me. You guys can count in delay. I'm going to count down for them so they can get started because there's a lot to talk about, and they need the time to do this. We're going to go on for the little homies. 3, 2, 1. For the little homies. Good luck. All right. Fire Temple. So, chat, you haven't seen these maps, neither have they. That's because these are the new maps for 2022. I actually finished all these maps this year, but some of these were worked on for quite some time. This map took me about a month or so to do. This is when I got really, 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 really detailed on things and started experimenting with different mechanics. So you can already see they're already experiencing said mechanic. They know what to do, but they're going to have to get used to new types of jumps that I only became good enough at doing by this point. I would have been able to build this a year ago. So you can already see what they're going to be doing, but you're going to notice this map has a lot more triggers, a lot more lighting mechanics to it. There are many puzzles that they're not used to, and they're going to have to solve, and everything hopefully will be a little more audio cue based. I don't think there are any full audio cues that will punish you, but keeping your eyes open will be as important as keeping your well, it'll be more important than keeping your ears open, I suppose.
Okay, so has anybody made it past the first platform yet?
Nope.
Is that a question you want answered?
Oh, I made it to this lower level.
Astolia. Basically, I'm wondering if Astolia's always already.
She has made it, but she's not progressing too far yet.
A year ahead of us. Astolia, are you playing with a controller?
Yes, always.
Cheating.
Cheating. Keyboard's
I
better.
wish my controller would work.
Keyboard's not better.
Do we have?
I have zero
Oh
sensitivity.
wait,
with my keyboard.
does it work? It does work.
We have people betting on Astolia right now, by the way.
Oh yeah, I would totally vote. Don't get me wrong.
All right. I will
I'm
tell
in the
you.
process of relearning how to do this on controller.
That's fair. I will say this, just for clarification and for transparency. Only Suwako completed this map. My other friend could not. He got very close, but Suwako has completed this map. He was stuck in here for about 2.5 hours. So, yes.
No.
And I will say he
Remind
was
me
stuck in
again
these
why I
early
did
phases
this.
quite a bit. So the middle kind of speeds up, but the beginning and the end are particularly different.
Haven't made any real progress. Like, doing this wrong?
No, you're doing it right. You just need little flicks. It's the
Ah!
flick jumps.
Like I said, my keyboard isn't exactly
Yeah.
responsive to. I meant to try to hook up my PS3 or PS4 controller.
Still, you're scaring me how fast you're going here.
I got this.
Oh, I know you do. It's like, I'm trying to stall for content here. Come on.
Ban controllers. These were designed with keyboards in mind.
I did get rid of vines for that purpose, because I know controllers were not as advantageous as working keyboards.
I don't understand which one does what here.
This was one of the coolest things I built in this place. By the way, I was very happy with this particular challenge with this puzzle.
So vague.
Not the
No one
beginning.
knows
Well,
who
I
you're
can't
talking
tell
to.
you because you're not there yet. But
Yeah,
So with the
it
story.
is a little vague on.
it has to be because there's no actual way to show it. The only thing I can say is pay attention to what the dude is interacting with. I can't change the colors very well and stuff like that. I try my best to make it as obvious as possible, but
Oh, come
it's cool once you figure it out.
on.
Rufus, you got this, man. You got this.
What even are these baby jumps that I just can't do?
Little flicks. The way that I do it is just like literally run my hand over shift and just like give it a little like ass slap.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't think I can controller this. Like,
No, controller is gonna be very difficult.
hats off to Astolia for that. Like,
It wasn't difficult. Are you kidding me? I couldn't imagine trying to do this with a keyboard. Forget that.
Her youth is showing.
This
She lies. She's not old.
I feel like this first one would be significantly easier with.
I think I'm the oldest one here. What are you talking about?
oh yeah, definitely.
You almost had it. Right? You're almost there.
Definitely. Those aren't the words you're
Well, I
supposed
know I'm older than Noob, but I'm pretty sure Harry is about my age, and I know Astolia is older than me. So
to. Yes.
I'm pretty sure I know the approximate age of everyone here.
Cal is the youngest.
Is
Followed
he
by
younger than you
me.
too?
Baby.
He's 29. I'm 30.
Oh,
Oh.
baby.
You thought Calamity was older because he had a beard, didn't you?
He actually like
No,
Calamity
I-
actually gives me like mid-30s vibes. Just like the way like his style and his manners. It's like that felt mid-30s to me. Good on him. I don't care. It's just good. It's just yeah.
I mean, I'm mid-30s.
Yeah.
Calamity.
Oh, man.
Calamity strikes me as a bit younger than me.
That's fair. That's maybe it's because I'm not there that I wouldn't know, you know what I mean?
I thought you were also younger than me for some reason, Harry.
I don't know. I'm 35.
I'm 30. I thought you were.
Oh, we're the same age, Rufus. But you're
Yeah.
up 4 kids and a wife.
Yeah.
Been
Oh,
busy.
dear God.
Yeah.
Little
Poor
monsters.
So he's really aged 50. He's just been
4
alive
kids.
for 30.
A wife, a dog,
on
2
retirement.
cats. And I'm just sitting here doing what? Jumping into this spike?
Living the life.
On the bright side, I will say this. When I watched my 2 friends test this map, they were in the beginning part here for 37 minutes. I remember that time very specifically.
God, yeah.
So,
Dude.
because I couldn't do the jump. But they learned. And then Suwako became victorious because he learned how to do a jump, and then it all cascaded from there because he's too stubborn to quit. What a lie.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I don't think I'm gonna learn how to do this better. I'm just gonna luck into it.
Hey, better lucky than good. It's a good mentality.
That's what I say when I play card games.
There you go. Remember, chat, by the way, if you beat this map, $1 goes to sick kids from me at the end of the marathon. I can't point here. There it is right here. Boom.
so wait, am I just getting like fucked because I have a mechanical keyboard? Is that
No,
what's
I have a
happening here?
Just flick it. Just flick it. Just flick it. Just give it a little.
I have a mechanical keyboard. What are you talking about?
You're not
you're
using your
playing-
keyboard.
You can't have your cake and eat it. Ah. Yeah, no, Astolia's using the
Don't
D-pad of the
understand this last
controller with the shift key.
I'm jumping with X. It doesn't necessarily make it better, but
I'm very, very. I'm just gonna say this, Astolia. I'm very proud of this puzzle. I know it's vague, but I'm very proud with the outcome of this puzzle. Once you figure
It's
it
just
out,
this.
yeah.
It's just this last part I don't understand.
Yep. Exactly. I don't know what I was supposed to do or mean. Why is Harry's
God
screen?
damn.
Harry's screen is there. We go. Good enough.
what?
No, I had yours weirdly cropped because I had to fix it when Cal's not here. Look at this. I learned from marathons, guys. The strafe. So close. Yeah, spike 3 is the triple spike is the killer because that's basically a near perfect jump. I will say this doesn't exist anywhere else, so you're okay. Once you beat this, you're good. I rarely.
Let's
No,
make it to a checkpoint
no,
after this.
we're not good. Look at how far away the checkpoint is.
I rarely repeat. I rarely repeat jumps that are like
Rarely.
this.
No. It's true. I've been doing this since the very beginning, and there was never a jump like this
Okay.
until now. And I don't see any other ones.
I understand the buttons now.
Is it an I want a maker?
What?
I could probably
I
go
wanna be
in
the two.
some controller and do this with my controller before Rufus gets past us.
Yeah, Rufus got to beat this. The trombone champ's on the line. Or his wallet.
I don't. Yeah. Well, I mean,
He's got 55 bucks. He's got to put in.
I'm doing the wallet either way. Oh, we got another 20.
Well, you're 25
like
plus the matching 30. You said.
Oh. Yeah. So like they donated 30, so now I'm doing 30, so that's 60.
50. Oh, you're putting in 30 yourself?
Yeah, I'm gonna match them up to $100.
Oh, damn, dude. All right.
So right now they're at 30, so I'll be giving in 30.
That math doesn't work, but yeah, I'm in. Sure, man. 60 bucks to charity.
Someone
Yeah,
need
it
to
does.
like donate 50 and then you donate 50. Wasn't
And
explained.
then it goes over. Yes. He will donate $160. You're right, Harry.
What?
What?
That's not what I said.
You're
No,
right. That's
the most-
exactly what you said.
The most I can give is 100, and that's if chat also gives 100.
Yes.
I will match
Co-
dollar for
collectively
dollar.
or in it like
No, collectively.
individually.
Collectively.
Dollar for dollar, whatever chat brings together, up to $100, I will match.
So if someone donated 30,
I would donate 30.
okay, so your 25 wasn't like a guaranteed 25.
It well, like if
Your-
they
your base
donated
was-
for,
Your base
I-
wasn't 25, I guess is what I'm saying.
my base was 25. So if
Mm-hmm.
they only donated $4, I was still gonna give 25.
Right. So
But
those
the
first $25 were like free.
Yeah,
I don't know
because
why
I
I'm
want
giving
trombone
away.
champ more than I care
1,
about
2, 3.
the rest.
Chat, if you feel like you see the solution on Astolia's screen, let us know in chat. How are you guys doing? What's going on? Tomorrow, another Pokemon trailer. We find out about Iona's apology letter. That she probably did something terribly wrong and is now going to donate $50,000 to some, like, homophobic charity, because that's what every big streamer does. So, there you go.
Why would you say that?
Because that's what PewDiePie did. That's actually what happened.
The fact that you're comparing Iona to PewDiePie is...
I mean, it's the joke. You were trying to have the joke explained, and that's the joke. That's why that apology thing popped up in the spoiler room.
Is that an official thing, or is that just like...
She is getting a second trailer tomorrow, but people are joking around being like, whenever you see big reveals from streamers, it always is a peak apology.
Right.
And it's always like, I'm gonna fix it, but then they go to like the wrong places to do it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna back up a long ways here.
Okay.
Like I don't know how long have we been doing this?
Twitch, were you talking about TwitchCon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a mess.
Yep.
A lady broke her back in
Oh
two
my God.
places.
Man, oh, don't even get me started on that. Oh.
Like, what the
They
shit?
did that pit completely wrong. I don't even have to know
Yeah.
how that pit properly works to know how wrong that pit is.
I looked up how the pits work. It's normally got a
deeper.
whole bunch. They're way
Those-
deeper.
Those
And they've
foam
also-
blocks looked like they were solid cubes.
They were. They're not supposed to be like that.
No,
No,
the
they're
cu-
supposed to
the
be
cube the
actual
cubes
foam.
were fine, but normally the
feet
hole
wide.
is like 15 feet deep.
It's not that deep.
1 to 2 feet deep.
Well, it is that deep. It's just they have like
They're usually like
it's
4 to 5.
staggered.
I mean, I assume you've been to off the walls here.
Yeah, those get really deep though. There's
I can-
floors.
I can put my
And
feet on the
layers.
ground and not be 10 feet below the the roof.
Oh, you're
They're
tall,
about
man.
they're about 5 feet. Well, he was saying they're 15 feet
I
tall.
know. To explain for anyone who doesn't know, at TwitchCon they had a gladiator pit where you were stood on a little platform. You had the little bumpy things like from America Ninja Warrior or whatever. And
Theater.
one of the women, I believe it was 2 people. One person got their ankle stuck and broke it.
A lot of people got hurt.
Yeah, a lot of people got hurt, but 2 notable ones was one guy I believe got his ankle stuck between the foam cubes because they used. So what they did was they didn't do a normal ball pit or like a foam bottom. They did like the cube foam, which is supposed to be more shock absorbed or something like that, but they built it wrong. So they did it on cement floor with sharp cubes. So one guy got his ankle stuck between the cubes and broke it. Another girl in celebration jumped off, did a back flop, and then actually snapped her spine in 2 places.
Those cubes. I don't know what those cubes are made out of, but they were not foam.
They didn't look like. Apparently, they were correct, but they weren't built properly because it's not on the proper base. That's what I was reading.
Interesting.
Because you're supposed to. The depth is what's supposed to be the absorption, the shock absorption.
Well, yeah, right? Like, if you've got, like, 5 to 10 feet of foam, that's so much more than, like, 3 feet, right?
Yeah, but to break your back.
Because it was so
Like,
hard because she just hit, right? It wasn't because of the cubes. It was because of how hard she hit.
Yeah, but I could jump back onto my floor and not break my back.
But she went back. Well, first of all, she flopped onto her back like she was gonna land on them, like she was like landing onto a mattress, which is stupid. Don't matter, even if that pit was properly built, that's just dumb.
Well, like, the thing is, though, like, she would have landed on her back on those cubes that would have condensed and got hard, and then her back would have, like, rotated around that, right?
Maybe.
Whereas if you just fall in...
And they didn't have any give at all.
No, like, God, no, because they were flat on the ground.
They were just solid. They were just solid bricks.
And it wasn't even a padded bottom. It was just on the floor. So, like, you're not even, like, working with bounce pads. Like, just freaking...
Yeah.
It was an inflatable kids pool on the ground is what it was.
Yeah. Gong show.
Well, on the bright side, nobody has moved yet.
Nobody has moved yet?
Nobody has moved yet.
Doesn't that just...
What do you
doesn't
mean?
that
this
just
puzzle
show,
has
like...
stumped Estolia a smidge.
I understand how the two things affect the thing.
Yes.
But the bottom part makes no sense in the context of the rest of it. Like, it makes no sense in the context of the rest of it.
It won't, because...
And there's no hints towards it either.
Don't say why.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of room to make it, but that was the point, is to figure it out.
I see what I think the hint is supposed to be, but it still doesn't work.
Okay, that's fair. I still really enjoyed figuring this particular trigger out. I did get really excited to build this, so if it wasn't completely clear, it was because it was like that whole, like, creative, oh my god, it's cool, I just want to do it, but it's like that really terrible mechanic in a video game where, like, this shouldn't belong here, but I like this. Yeah, they are getting sued. They are gonna push for like, health and safety problems. They can get in huge trouble for that, Suwako.
Oh, they're gonna lose.
They're gonna lose because they have video proof, they have structural proof, they have the company, like the place that they did it out of. Like, that's not gonna protect them at all.
I don't think they deny it. I think their defense is just we didn't realize it was gonna be that bad.
But they kept it. The worst part is they kept it open after people were getting hurt. That's the big problem. Is, say all you want about whatever, like they built it improperly. They saw it was a problem, and then they still kept it open, and more people kept getting hurt in various degrees, which is incredibly reckless. Because you had 2 people that actually, like, one got severe injuries, one got bad injuries, the rest got minor injuries. But you don't even keep a ball pit open if one of the balls are sharp. You take the ball out of the ball pit. The fact they kept this thing open with a broken machine or a broken thing is terrible.
They're gonna do a class action, and anyone who went to TwitchCon is gonna be eligible to sue.
Anybody, literally anybody.
That's what's gonna happen.
I don't think they'll do that. That doesn't make any sense. The person who broke their back has much more ground to get more money than a class action would get.
Oh yeah,
and you can milk Amazon. They're not smart enough for this.
She could just go after them privately and not be part of the class action.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have to do that, but like everybody who went to TwitchCon could just be like, yeah, I was in danger being there.
Well, I think you'd have to show some evidence of your injuries.
The worst part is, Estolia, I know how you're thinking about this too.
Oh, God damn it.
I know how you're thinking about it.
Based on what you have, I'm gonna use the dreaded cursor. Give me a second here. Based on what you have right here.
Oh, I can't see it.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, it's on my stream.
Yeah.
Based on what you have right here and here, that's what I'm trying to do, but it's not working. And that's the only thing that looks like a hint that's here.
Have you made it past the triangles yet?
Did that happen to Harry?
Oh, did you shoot up without finishing?
Yup.
Oh, no, he hasn't gotten there yet.
Nah, I haven't made it past the 3rd triangle yet.
Oh, I
no,
did.
dude.
I did. And then I was right beside the fucking. I
Suwako
closed
did
my
that
eyes.
Too. Suwako
And I
did
went,
that too.
Yes. And then I looked, and the elevator shot me back up to the top.
From a design standpoint, I'm sorry that happened. I had no better way of making that happen without moving the room. So I tried to make it the best I could, but that was
God.
that was poor sight from my part, I will admit. That wasn't meant to be a troll. It was meant to just reset you to be able to move forward. My bad.
I was telling someone today, I was like, you know, I'm not, like, terrible at platformers, but, like, I gotta get good at them.
Yes.
So, like, I suck at sight reading and learning on the fly.
Right.
So, like, I can learn all of this because I did, like, last year, we actually did all of them. Except the last one. I didn't finish the last one.
No one should have finished the last one. Barry, how's it going? Welcome to Guy
God,
Rule, where you want to be the
dang
guy
it.
and be the change. The guy of time.
This guy is gonna be part of another time.
This guy is the Spike guy. This is Spike
a few, you know, a few hours from now, guy.
The
I
best
have
part
some
is
quick
these
word
deaths
for this
don't
guy.
record because there's
Of
no
later
save point.
rule.
So you'll actually look like a god once you get past this part.
Until we die 100
Until you die
times
300
before
times
one.
somewhere else, yeah.
You know, until the level decides that you should die. Like, no,
Yeah,
I
it's painful,
know.
Suwako, trust me. It's
Do
painful.
it. Just do it. Just do
Cannot
it.
imagine this makes riveting content. I hope Astolia's keeping the stream exciting.
You know, nobody's budged, but that's okay because that's what's gonna happen in a lot of these maps. Especially with certain puzzle, like puzzle-wise, this can happen, right? Because again, there's only so much I can make clear about things. And I don't actually know, like I did clarify, I don't know if you noticed, Astolia, but I did clarify that puzzle in the Forest Temple.
Yes, yeah, I did.
That was the
looks
thing you
good.
commented on top of me taking the vines off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I tried to make it clear. I don't know how I do it here because there's not enough room to do it.
Well, I said with where I was circling, I'm assuming that's what that was for, because otherwise it really doesn't serve any purpose.
It's more like there's just, I can't tell you. I can't tell because it'll solve it for you. That's the problem, is I can't even give you a hint because, like, I can't even.
That's fine. But I figured you would have tried to build a hint into the puzzle.
I usually do.
Which is what I was usually do. So you didn't this time.
Yes. Yes. Well, the idea. Well, okay. It's a think outside the box thing, but this might also be maybe knowing a little bit more about I Want to Maker, because if again, I can't tell you, but if you knew the thing that I knew, this would be much easier on your brain to solve. That's the thing. That's all I can say without just like revealing it. You know what I mean? So maybe it's more of like a game knowledge thing, because if you like I would say pay attention to what's happening while you're doing it, and you might like technically there is a hint, it's just not a clear one because you don't know what to look for, because you wouldn't expect it to be like relevant. You know what I mean? That's as far as I can go. That's as much advice as I can give to Harry and Rufus with the flick.
Well, like I said, I understand what the two buttons do.
Yeah, it's not about the buttons though. It's not just about the buttons.
Well, no, it's about how the thing reacts with the other things.
Yes.
But this part here that I'm bouncing underneath,
Yeah.
we don't encounter that anywhere above.
Well, you have other platforms that drag it into the spikes.
Right, but I'm talking about the color, so I don't know how that color reacts to things.
Oh, I could tell you that if you like, because that's a mechanical thing. That
Okay.
determines which way they're going. So the more
But the color.
the color is
arrow-
how fast the thing moves. So the deeper, so green, what is it? Green is slow, blue is normal, I believe, like normal speed in that direction. Red is super fast.
Right.
That's all I can tell you though. So like you know what you would need to do. It's just hitting the correct thing.
And that's what I'm trying to do but there's no way for me to get it going at the right speed in the opposite direction fast enough that I can see.
Rufus. Oh, Rufus.
Yeah.
He's got it.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do now.
You got past
Oh,
it?
hold
Is
on
it
a second.
enemy?
Only
Something
barely.
just happened. Something
Oh.
just happened accidentally that might show me how to do it.
I was watching Rufus too much. My bad.
Getting random lag
Oh.
spikes. Don't know what's causing it.
Hold on.
Oh, what are you
Good.
thinking, Rufus? Oh no.
Okay. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, do I gotta do... Oh.
No!
Oh. Why did that happen? Can you explain why that happened
jumped
to me?
into the spike! You just jumped into
No.
the spike!
No, it didn't hurt me till I went like this.
No, I hit
until...
you. You jumped right into it. I saw it.
Okay. It felt like I didn't die until after I swung the sword.
So what might have happened is you might have moved very slightly to the right and hit the hitbox. Because technically your hitbox is actually triangular, but your body is not. Your body's like some misshapen oval. So there's a chance like
Thanks.
your arm.
You really know how to make a guy feel good about himself. What was that? Misshapen opal?
How's it going, Pruden?
Your friendship is a special treasure.
Man, I'm gonna buy Harry a keyboard. He could do it. I know he can. I feel like this is
Keyboard
just
is
a
as old
mechanical
as my
problem.
computer.
He's got a keyboard. He needs a controller.
My keyboard is got permanent sticky keys.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Ew.
right?
It's old. It's just an old keyboard.
Oh,
So
you're not talking about the sticky keys.
No, I'm not. I have my my jump buttons keyed to X, which might make it harder. I don't know, but
I
my
think it
shift key
does.
just sticks. Doesn't go in very
Oh.
reliably.
I just did this a second ago.
I won't
Do
mention
it
that
again.
it's 2 a.m. Pruden. How's it going, man? How's life?
Oh,
Oh, I looked down and I expected it to be 3 a.m. my time.
No. Eastern.
Whew.
Or European.
yeah, Easter.
Thank God, Pruden.
Can't stop being
I'm
the
so
worst.
happy
That was
that-
wall hacks. That was
I am
wall hacks.
so happy that you live in Europe, my friend.
You thought time passed that quickly?
It didn't. This does not feel like quickly.
You're right. This is some strange version of torture. Just
Make it
random
torture.
spikes. Have smoothing mode, I guess. I don't know.
I
Spikes
turned off
aren't even
everything
like-
and did like low graphics.
Like,
Yes, I
can
know
you
what you're
believe
saying.
that I said I'm not gonna give up for another 2 hours?
You could do it, dude. You did it. You just died at the end.
Yeah.
You did it. You got this. You both have this. Like, you're all competent.
I wonder if like my
Slightly
screen
psychotic,
resolution
potentially.
has something to do.
No.
What's that, Harry?
So I wonder if my
Oh,
nice
he's gone.
game crashed.
What?
Game crashed. I tried to make it taller.
That's
Said
bizarre.
no.
I'm sorry. You wanted a bigger screen? No.
Yeah.
It'll be fixed in a second, chat. You're scared to go to foam pits? You should be anyways. Those things are
What?
death traps.
You shouldn't be scared to go to foam pits.
Be
if it's
afraid of
by
everything
a
soft and
competent-
squishy. Hugs are dangerous.
Hugs are dangerous. No means no.
Nope.
I'm gonna.
You know, which is really just a silly thing to say, because if they didn't know what no meant, just telling them that would. What does that even solve?
What does that mean?
Like,
No.
it's just stupid. Gah!
So many close calls. Stream paused.
Who? Me?
No, Harry. He's getting there. No, Suwako. Why would Twitch ever test that? Do you think Twitch tests anything? Look at the features they put out half the time.
Look at their mobile app.
Yeah, look at their mobile app. You know where most of their people watch. Uh-oh, what's happening?
Trust me, I've seen untested software. I can confirm Twitch is untested. They just raw dog their software. I don't know how else to say
fall
it.
on it and go, ouch, that hurts. Maybe they knew and they just didn't want to hurt themselves. They're like, this is gonna hurt. Let's not test. But then see.
I mean, that could be.
We care about them, etc., etc.
Ah.
Maker blue screened you, Harry? What? That's wild.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
He's done it.
Yes!
He's done it. The man has done it.
Whoa, who are you and why are you here?
Totally that's so bizarre. Either way, you got time. It's fine. Hopefully it doesn't break too much. Is it because you changed a setting of it?
Okay, he just goes away forever? No, he's gonna haunt me forever down there. Great.
Oh, I just noticed there still is. All right, all right. Welcome to that room that everyone remembers in the Fire Temple. You know which room I'm talking about.
I can't kill that dude?
Try to make it full screen. That's weird.
Oh, uh-oh. I bonk. I know I bonk, but why do I act like I don't bonk? Oh, that was dumb. Oh god, this is gonna be impossible. Or not. Ha! Wait! Excuse me?
You're excused.
There is no excuse for you.
But how? What? I don't.
I can say I think with good confidence that whatever it is, I've already done it, so it's possible.
It is, but like I don't understand what it wants at the moment.
You will. Yeah, you kept getting some lackluster bounces, Suwako. I remember that. There's a lot I want to talk about. Essentially the part that Rufus has gotten up to works on just a lot of listening to your environment and kind of learning the different pieces. Similar to what Astoria has done in the past. As I said, learning your environment and their interactions. Hello.
Oh.
Okay, so now I understand that.
Let's see if my controller wants to cooperate tonight.
Was that in the tutorial even?
What? Yes, they were. That's the one you bounced off of to get across the spikes.
No, I mean they did. I don't think I did.
Oh, you didn't get to the point where you jumped through the birds, yeah. That was past the bullet hell. Sorry, dude. You have to beat the bullet hell to be this tall or something. The reverse.
Not the first or last game I'll play without the tutorial, and then complain about the game.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people do that, and frankly, you're just on par with it. No big deal.
Ain't nobody got time for a tutorial.
This is
I'm
where
basically
I got really funky with platforms dropping. It looks Sorry, what were you saying?
I don't know. No. Go away. How am I gonna not die? Like, there's just no way.
Dang it.
Still is getting there. This is what I was when I put in my tweet. There's a gauntlet section. You're in it. This was very fun to build, but very infuriating to beat.
Has anyone in chat beaten it yet?
Suako.
Oh, I mean, like, that started when we started ish. Like, not a tester. Like, is anyone doing
No,
this
not yet.
right now?
Not that I've seen.
Okay.
But the map is there. Doing exclamation maps, you can get the code for all the maps that have been released for this year to get money towards I Want to Be the Change. Donations tonight will be matched by Rufus up to $100. There
Yeah.
are 2 Steam
Until I
game
beat the
codes
map.
on the line for $10.
Which I know I'm probably, like, just forever away from.
The problem with putting checkpoints at the location that Astolia is in, Suwako, is the beginning
It resets
part
the
there.
part at the bottom. Yeah.
I couldn't. That was the whole challenge. This was the tough part of the map. That's that like every part where I kind of put like that, or I try to put kind of like that test what you know thing. This is that part, and it is particularly large. But when you beat
That's
it,
what
it's
she said.
satisfying as all hell. You know, maybe it is what she said. Do we ever consider that maybe they don't always say that? What if
No.
they're actually okay with just like the norm?
Well, that could be something that she says as well.
That's true.
Do you know why that worked?
Why did that work?
So I have a controller plugged in.
Wait, are you there?
Took me,
Oh my god.
took me,
I didn't even see it.
took me 5 seconds to get past those triangles. with
Look
the
at that.
controller.
Oh,
Controller-
Harry's about to challenge Rufus. Let's go. Okay.
But my controller unplugged. Like my controller's no good. It disconnects from Windows constantly and reconnects.
But you got past the problem part. That's all that
So,
matters.
when I finally got through that, I had also switched back to controller again.
That's all. I can't do soft jumps on controller. I can only do it on keyboard. That's
Oh
so
no,
weird.
it's my mechanical keyboard engages like so fast that like I'm just immediately holding keys down forever.
Huh. You got this, Harry. You got this, Harry. You can survive hell.
Has Harry surpassed me yet?
He's about to meet with you. Hey, we got a race. All right. All right. So like
That's
I said, these parts showcase mechanics, and actually the part that Astoria was at, this kind of demonstrates a bit of how these walkers work. These Walker Juniors work, because that's what they're actually called, is Walker Juniors. But yeah, a lot of this was big, long puzzles, but nothing like. Everything was kind of condensed to its own little zone. Very fun to build, actually, because I really liked how the lighting came out. Kind of made it look like the fire temple. Because the weird thing about the fire temple was there was lava in the beginning, and then everywhere else was kind of just stone structures. So I had a lot of fun with like putting random fire lighting in different zones to kind of like enunciate the shadows and stuff like that. This is what like I wanted to put in sound effects and everything else, and I did. And this is actually kind of the map as well at the end that you'll see where we actually have somewhat of a mechanical interaction between yourself and your challenge, essentially. I can't say what it is. Once we get there, we can talk about it, but Racers have now gotten to the point where I can talk a tiny bit more about it, which is wonderful. And even if they didn't, I'd start talking about it eventually.
As long as my controller doesn't give out.
Well, you won't have tight jumps anytime soon if you wanted to like play between the two.
I mean, if it disconnects, but
That's fair.
I definitely have more control with it.
That's fair. It's like that thing's happening with a trigger, which I figured out, rather than them hitting a button to release it. Like, that just happens automatically, so kind of like surprise factor and stuff like this, at least once.
What kind of controller you got, Harry?
It's a USB NES one.
Oh, nice. I'm using an 8-bit DOS NES.
Yeah, mine's got Mega Man on it.
Nice.
He wins.
Getting crazy.
What are you
Thanks, Mike.
using, Estolia?
A PS4 controller.
Ooh,
Yeah,
they
it's
have good
kinda
D-pads.
I have a Game T Sir controller. It looks like Xbox.
Nice.
I don't know. I can't get used to controllers that are like I like the N64 and GameCube controller. That defines me as a human.
Gross.
I know. That's like I said. That defines me as a human. Like
You know, back when Nintendo tried to convince us they weren't aliens and definitely knew how hands work.
Everyone has 3 hands for this controller.
I like the N64 though. It felt fine to me. I have tiny hands too though, so that helps. I don't know,
The
big like I know my
controller was fine. You never needed all 3
yeah,
things for any given game.
unless it was Stadium.
But the thing is whoever really wanted to hold the N64 by the outer wings, ever?
No one. That's the point. It was comfortable otherwise.
Oh,
Yeah, but what if you needed the D-pad in
You
your
don't.
game?
What game did you need the D-pad for at the same time
Name
as the
one.
thing? Yeah, name one.
That's the thing. It was completely useless.
But that's what makes it cool because it'll stand out and be iconic, and it still worked.
I mean, they could have just made, you know.
They could have, but they didn't. It's like Apple. Apple didn't have to
No,
make
but-
the iPad, the Apple iPod the way it did, but it stands out.
But the N64 controller had a fatal flaw in the analog stick that could have been prevented had they had more space.
And yet we still played it, and we now have bought the Switch. So
Yeah, but it could have been better.
it could have, but it wasn't. And that's the fun part about it, Rufus. That's the fun part.
It almost felt like they wanted to do like a virtual console thing on the N64
Can
so
you
that you
imagine?
could hold the outer wings because the A and the B buttons were like close enough to the NES, right?
Come on.
Harry is now in second place.
how am I supposed to reset this?
Just reset your level.
Oh.
Yeah. There's no way to actually, like, indicate that, but there you go. Any gameplay flaw like that, I'll tell you. That's only fair.
Okay, I'm gonna do it this way so I can slow down and just try to do it.
Harry, I just noticed, did you make your character look like mine on purpose?
Nope. I don't know what yours looks like.
Exactly like yours, actually.
I just went as red as I could.
Yep, that's exactly what I did for Canada.
The character had a beard. I'd have a beard. Oh, lag spikes? No. Okay,
Oh.
cool. I don't know what's lagging me right now, but something is. Makes a time puzzle like this a little challenging.
A little bit, yeah, my bad.
Is
I
what
also
it
have
is.
no idea how to fix that. I hope,
Yeah.
I really hope you, because there is a chance you can lag spike to the point where it'll kick you out of the map. I hope that doesn't happen.
Oh, okay.
Wait, why? Why do you have to be always online for this?
You don't. It's just if you're lagging too much, they don't. Well, yeah, you do have to because it has to upload your time.
But like, why can't I just do that later?
I don't actually. I think they said it was just for simplicity's sake that they made it where you always have to upload a time. That's just the way the game's built, which I don't like because like you can play these off. Because the problem is if you're not online, then you can't get anyone's games. Because people don't play like the way we do, where I'm giving you a code. Like the idea is it's just online functionality, so
Yeah.
you always have access to it. So they didn't build an offline mode into it. You know what I mean?
But like, what if you
I
were
can
to like
build offline.
What if you were to like download the map and be like, I kind of want to speed run it, so like I
You can
don't
do that.
need my time to be on the leaderboard, so I'll just run my own live split timer and
You can
just
do that.
run the level offline.
You can do that. There's an offline actually. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
But it still kicks you out if you're lagging too much. So
Then
it might be
it's
like
not-
a failsafe for the game.
But then it's not offline.
Okay, but maybe it's just a failsafe for the game, not for the online functionality. Maybe the game's like, we're about to explode because we're hitting 7 frames. I don't know. It does that to me. I can't upload something if I lag too much, because, like, your screen is lagging too much, therefore we can't let other players think they're gonna lag like that.
Hmm.
I don't know. All I know is you can't save your progress from a save point. If you get kicked out of the level for whatever reason, like a blue screen, you will have to start from the beginning, and I hope that hasn't happened to anybody. Estolia going through the average experience of this section, which is fine. As you can see, she is slowly getting progressive to that same point.
So, I assume everyone's ahead of me at this point.
Only slightly. There's actually not that
Okay.
many rooms in this, to be honest. There's like 7 sections?
How many what section is this?
2.
Okay. What section is the Stolia on?
Oh my God.
6.
6!
Harry's on 3.
Why is this game's not that intense, and the lag spikes are ridiculous.
I have lag with it too sometimes too. It's just it's again, it's a free to play game that is not
My
optimized
problem
for-
is
Am I just doing this wrong?
I can't do this slow anymore, and I'm not good enough to do it consistently fast.
Oh,
But
so
I can
know.
only do it fast.
Rufus, you must initiate Operation Meditation, bro. You must become the bro.
How did the other people do it? The first way that I was doing it, where I jumped over it, or did they race it?
Everybody has done similar things where they've tried one way and then they eventually just learn to avoid it and come back to it after. You're doing it my way, which is the faster way, but much tougher and more precise.
See, like, I've done it so, like, to the very last jump so many times this way at this point that I can't even do it slow anymore. It's harder for me to do it slow.
But you could do it.
Yeah, but it would be harder.
No, you could do it this way. You just need to jump
Oh,
a little
yeah.
bit
Just gotta get good.
a little
Yeah,
bit
just get
earlier.
good.
It's not about just getting good. It's about working.
Just gotta do that.
Do the thing. And do it. Snappy. Cause speedrunning.
Ah. See, I don't like that little flutter jump I gotta do there. I know what I have to do. I haven't like fully realized it yet because I'm like he wouldn't do that.
Ah, but you see, Drunk Rufus said the exact same thing.
To 100% do it.
You got this, Rufus. You can figure this one out.
Ah.
You can do it this time. I believe it.
Ah.
God.
Were they able to bet on me?
Everyone has bet on Estolia, to be
Good.
clear on it. But if everyone's
What
proven to be wrong, it's a lot of points gone. And I actually think this could happen.
Okay.
Harry has the technology. Mecha Harry, Mecha Dwarf.
So Estolia, because you're as far ahead as you are, was there
Yes.
anything that required an audio cue?
Not that I noticed.
No,
Okay,
there are no audio cues.
good, because I'm not using the game audio.
Are you tired of the ha ha?
Like, I know where I'm at right now. I know there's no audio cue, but I was like, I just
no, it's
wanna-
just like doors
I-
crashing and stuff. Don't worry about it.
I know that they were confused about something that I'm gonna see later.
You'll get there in a zone.
So,
One zone,
Yep.
you got it.
and I was like, so is that a noise thing or okay?
That doesn't make any sense. Am I doing just something wrong? Because I could not have been more precise than I just was.
Precision, but in a different way. That's all I can say. Think about how the thing moves. Like, think about the last zone. Think about what it was able to do.
I know it's happening. I don't know how to prevent it. Just weird lag spikes for some reason.
Oh.
Chill.
Chill out.
Like, I literally got nothing going on my computer.
You hit that cannonball jump so well, Astolia. That's ridiculous.
Thank you.
If I get to the top, like where you are, right, where you were getting to, and there's like 3 or 4 times where I will just skim the ball like that, and that'll happen. Yeah, that would happen. Like Suwaka would non-stop do that. It was almost impressive how many times he could just skate on balls like that. I'm so sorry I just cursed you. I'm so sorry I just cursed you.
Oh, good.
Recovery is key.
Wow. Noob's like, wow, if Astolia wins, the race is over. Oh, I better, like, commentators curse them real quick.
Yeah, sure.
You're doing so well at this very difficult technique that took me years to master.
All 2 of them. All 2 years. How you feeling, Rufus? How's the endurance going?
Oh, this is fine. I just suck.
Hey, Shawnee, is that another person I see at 2:30? Is that another person I see at 2:30 a.m. DGen hours talking about ball skating? How you doing, man? Good to see you. How's life?
So,
How was your weekend?
I got
It's
a
Thursday.
question.
How was your week? Yes.
If that upside down Koopa dude,
What?
Bird?
Bird? Walker Jr.?
whatever
With the
that
bouncy
turtle
head?
shell,
It's a bird. It has a beak.
is it in a shell?
No, it has a bouncy helmet. There's 3 different
No
types. There's the ones you
way.
could explode, has a bouncy helmet, and one has a spiked helmet. They all
Oh,
are different
that-
colors. Green ones are
That
bouncy.
does not look like a bird.
It's a penguin. It's literally like an angry bird.
Okay.
It's 100% bird.
Oh, how was the wedding? Congratulations on the happy couple.
If the bird ends up in that last spike pit, is the jump still possible, or do you have to race it there?
You're the last one there. The jump is possible.
Even if he gets in the hole?
Yes.
Because I can see how it is if you get there first.
Yes. Here we go. Oh! Oh! She was almost out.
Back spike.
No!
Why, game? Why? Why?
Oh, that's not a
Doesn't
good
like
place to
this.
leg spike.
Really?
Yeah, that's why it's not a good place to leg spike.
I thought maybe it went back and forth.
No. You're also gonna
I
need
just-
to reset. Because, yeah, there's no way you get back up there.
Thought maybe the button.
No, I admittedly, it is a bit mean to not just put the button at the front, but I had the timing down. I didn't want to fix it. Because that took a very long time to make the preciseness of this timing. So. Oh no! You're in spin? I actually like the part that Harry's on, Zone 4 here, because it's a very interesting thing, because people play this game, they always expect hazards or things to kill them, but I have a fascination. Maybe it's torture. Maybe it's just torturous.
Yeah,
but
it's torturous.
you do-
Yep.
No, not your part. You're dying to spikes. But
No, just all of these.
wait till you see next week's, dude. Next week's is more. But yeah, like I always found it interesting that because a lot of people get used to jumps, like people like to get precise jumps. So I doubled down on that and made the actual hazard the jumps themselves, which is very interesting. Because it makes it where, you know, if you can master it, it looks really cool. But if you don't, you just get clipped on a corner that you generally wouldn't think about. And then that happens. So.
For those of you who aren't playing, what he said was, sucks to suck.
I would never say that. I'm not that kind of person.
No, you'd say what you said instead.
No, it's not. I'm not hiding the message. I'm not hiding the message. I'm just saying it's a different design choice that instead of making it where it puts you out of your misery, you have to stare at your defeat. And it's a different kind of defeat because it's less... I would say it's less demoralizing because it doesn't add to a death count or anything like that, but it's like more about like, okay, I know what corner or whatnot that I messed up on, and like, if anything, it helps you learn the limits of your jumps more. You know what I mean? Instead of just putting you out and not giving you the chance to know. Because the nice thing about the thing that Harry was on, because now he's past it in Zone 5, like, you could actually go through it and see where you would have... Like, you could practice it almost if you weren't trying to speedrun it, right? I like that instead of it just killing you and then having, like... You know, it's kind of like a roguelite where you die, but you keep all the resources, but then you have to get to the next part to learn it just to die most times, and then that type of thing. So there's an element of learning into it, but then there's other ones here that Harry's on in Zone 5, where he can see it, and then it becomes like a, okay, what did I need to do? But he can do it through observation. Rather than like actually running through it. So there's different pieces that I wanted to work with that. It was slightly unintentional, but it also worked out well. And then
ha 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 ha!
He's done it. He's done it. He's on Zone 3. He's done.
Oh
my God! What are you doing?
Me?
Why is Team Rufus blasting off again? What are you?
No, I'm not gonna methodically do this. Are you kidding? I can just mash it.
Lord, this is not gonna go well.
No.
This is not gonna go well for Rufus.
Hey, wait, oh no.
Oh, Harry's on it. Harry, welcome to the Megaton Hammer Room. Here we go.
Wow. No.
That sounded awful.
The Megaton Hammer Room?
Yeah.
It's the magnum opus of this level. For those who remember the really awful climb that you had to do to get to the Megaton Hammer chest, where it's like that really long and narrow corridor of stairs that was like if you missed it by a second, you died. I replicated it, just deadlier with spikes.
I don't remember Zelda like spike.
Shawnee would recognize this.
I don't remember Zelda ever being this difficult.
You remember that part with the laser beams? Shawnee? Oh, she's done it. She's on the final part. Here we go.
What?
Zone 7 for Estolia. How does that feel, Estolia?
I'm just gonna make sure that I hit this button like 20 times. Okay.
The satisfaction of it.
Oh, you don't need to hit that save button.
All right.
No.
Welcome to this part, Estolia.
Okay.
Again, loved how it wasn't just the death by hazards, but making a new hazard exactly as Estolia demonstrated without thinking that she would demonstrate it that way. Now, this unfortunately was built at a time when we didn't have more, like, clear indicators, so I would build this final area differently.
All right, I think I know what I have to do.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. I would build this with being a little clearer, but it was also neat because people could figure it out, and it wasn't a big deal. So. It actually looks a little bit cleaner this way, being like this, instead of it being targets, so. Oh! Come on, Rufus, you got this, man. Oh! I've seen people die on this place a lot. I've never seen them die this way. Freaking Spider-Man on crack, dude.
Ooh, what?
He's on the conveyor belt part, and he's just jumping up the walls. Just like 400 miles an hour into a spike all the time.
Oh yeah, I guess I could go slow, couldn't I?
Momentum's involved, bro. Momentum is involved.
Yeah, just like that, huh?
So this actually emulates the bow and reloading the bow, Astolia. That's why it's like this. It's not great, but it's there.
Come on.
Wait, what?
Nope.
I don't.
You also you have no idea how many times I messed with this speed to make it as fair as possible
Wait, what?
on the cannon.
Oh!
Nope. Come on.
Yo, Rufus is on zone 4, Harry on 6, and to 7 for Astolia.
How?
End to 7? Astolia on the end?
Astolia's about to finish.
Oh,
Where's the last target?
concede.
I don't.
Strategic concession.
What is happening?
Nothing's phase.
Oh, that's where it is.
Is it noob?
I was looking for another target. Woo!
Is this the one that if you?
milliseconds
Oh
before a
shit!
1 hour
Oh
completion.
no! Is this the one
This
that
is
you
the one.
have to?
Yes.
You have to reset.
This is the this is the puzzle everybody was raving about.
Okay.
GG Astolia, congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, if you'd like to earn that $5, 13 minutes is the goal. Oh dear. Now, this has been described, by the way, Astolia, as satisfying when you beat it. Did that feel satisfying?
Yeah, it was good. The climb was a little frustrating, but only because of the last part.
Yeah, that part was another one where I was like, ooh, I learned. It's like the walkers that Rufus is on right now. It's like, ooh, I learned about this, but I can't perfect it. Otherwise, I would.
Yeah,
I didn't want the
one...
laser to be so floppy because there are ways that you just unfairly die.
Yeah, the one frustrating thing about this, I will say, is the part that Rufus is on.
Yeah,
I'm assuming
the walkers on the conveyor belt.
Yeah, because
I thought that was the most fair part.
Oh no!
Because the well, I don't want to say anything until Rufus is either given up or has done it.
He's doing it.
I think I may have figured it out.
Because
if it wasn't for something accidentally happening once, I wouldn't have gotten it.
No.
I'd like still be there.
Right.
I'm still just learning the motor control required to do it, but I think I know what I have to do.
It's counting.
What?
I just counted.
That is actually the intended thing. Believe it or
What?
not. Yeah, Harry. Harry is a game developer. You can tell.
DDR. it's DDR puzzle.
No way.
Yeah, I was counting as well, but I think some of the other counts just lined up in such a way that I was counting the wrong way. And I'll explain that afterwards.
All right, chat. Another prediction going up. Get your points in. This one's a bit trickier.
Bam.
But yeah, the part that Rufus is on, this is very much about counting. And there are hints to how it works at the part that you're looking at, Astolia. If you watch the way this guy moves.
Yes and no.
Like I said, it's not clear, but it's there.
I disagree.
Yeah, see,
I disagree.
I feel like this guy does not. Oh.
He's consistent. I could get to the same part every single time I tried to.
Yeah.
I just had to count a couple times till I found the right number. Lag spike.
It's not an obvious thing you would ever do, though. It's most certainly like not a mechanic that would.
I don't think it's intended as a mechanic the way you've used it.
Actually it is because it's its own separate trigger. Like the way that you control its speed is a trigger, and it's added. You can make it additive or not. So you can either set it as a speed, or you can make it the way you make it, where you can make it into a rocket. But the one thing that you wouldn't ever expect is like putting it on the conveyor belts, because the conveyor belts have a speed, and if the walker's speed interacts with those. But the ending part that Rufus can't figure out, that's the part that takes that one extra step of thinking outside the box, which is unclear, because I wouldn't, unless people play this game more often and understood how the walkers interact with the environment, you wouldn't think to do it. Because so far, everybody that has gotten to that part, like even Suwako and Lopez who tested it, after they got it, they're like, oh, that makes sense, but like I couldn't think of it until it happened. So I don't know of a better way to show that, because unfortunately I can't make the walkers go more than one way. Like, I wish they could bounce off bouncers so I could show it better, but Rufus is going to have to just luck into it exactly the way he did it right there. There you go.
What?
You did it. It was supposed to ricochet off the wall. Because it can't actually land down because it'll get sucked into the spikes. You had to bounce it off to hit the other direction of conveyor belts. That was the fastest anyone's ever done that part. Rufus, congrats.
And then I just lost it immediately?
No. You that block part there, you're the first person to do it first try, and with like the maximum amount of time needed. Or minimum amount of time required. Well done.
What?
That part you just blew. Oh, what the hell am I saying? I'm watching Estolia. Estolia, that was the fastest anyone's completed it. Well done.
Nice, thank you.
I'm like, what are you saying?
I'm saying I need a drink.
Holy crap, man.
Wow. Look, it's hard to watch three screens. This is why I stopped doing the bingo commentary. It's really hard to watch more than one screen and commentate. It's really hard.
Like, when you did it, I like
lag spikes.
I was like having a drink and I wasn't paying attention and I died in a weird way. And you're like, no, you just did it right there. And I'm like, what? I don't know what I did though.
I wasn't looking. What did I do? Roll the tape.
Imagine foreshadowing. I make a puzzle where you have to stand still for something to happen.
It's a good puzzle. Oh,
Illusion of Gaia, anyone? Waiting in line? Brilliant mechanic, just sucks.
it's like that Earthbound puzzle where you have to just wait there for 3 minutes.
Yep.
Or yeah.
Alright, back to keyboard, see if that helps me. Since the jumps aren't quite.
Did anybody else do that, or is that just a me thing?
That's just you breaking the freaking game. Are you serious?
Did you break the game again?
He sped the walker through
just wait.
the wall.
Are you done, Estolia?
Oh yeah, I'm on my second playthrough.
Okay, look, watch the stream.
Hold on, she's going.
Oh, but my time.
She's at 5 minutes at the part that Harry's
hold
at.
on a
What the
second.
balls?
I'll
I
get.
mean,
I'll
when
get
you
the
know how to
str-
do it. You know how to do it.
I'll get the stream up. Give me a second here. All right.
Yeah, if you get enough speed, it can clip through the wall, Suwako.
You see the walker up there?
I've seen it. It doesn't work.
Don't like.
I think I'm looking at the wrong person's stream.
The
Here we
bottom
are.
one.
Watch. He's walking along the top.
Yeah, watch this.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
goodbye.
Nice.
The best part is it actually stops at the other wall because it can't fit through it. Theoretically, if you had a macro key that could spam it fast enough, you could probably break it through the entire map. Don't set it up. You actually get banned for using macro keys. It has a read on it.
No, I'm not gonna do macros. I'm just wondering if he'll somehow clear this for me.
No, but that's more of a fun fact. If you actually use a macro key by clearing your map, it'll read it and it will not. It'll illegitimize your time. It actually has a read for that. It doesn't have a stable frame thing, but it reads your macros and cancels your time. Yeah, you don't get banned, but it won't clear your. It won't clear. It won't count to clear. What were you using it on again, Suwako? What map was it where you were practicing the macros?
Now's not the time.
What are you trying to do? You try to slow it. It's additive, Rufus. Every time you hit it, it adds 1.
What the yellow doesn't stop it?
The green speeds it up by 1. The yellow slows it down by 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in order for you to turn it around, you put it into negative speed, which in this game reads as opposite direction, not actually like get dragged around by slower things.
Lag.
I saw that. Some chunky lag.
Yeah.
I think I did it right.
If you need to outweight the lag at any point at the very beginning, Harry, the trigger is as you walk towards the first jump. So like if you just want to stay in the room, you'll be fine, but like it won't move until you get there. Yeah.
But I think it's like the moving of it is what's causing the lag a little bit.
Hell?
See,
I'm surprised actually. You know what? Probably in the last room you'll find out what the lag is. you'll see what the lag kind of is.
The lighting effects and stuff might be.
Oh, I really hope. Oh god, I hope the next 2 maps don't kill you. There's not as much lighting effects, but there are a lot of objects. The water temple, as you can expect, will have all of the water features, but you can turn off the water waves in settings.
Yeah, that's already off.
Yeah, that's a good idea because it apparently is super laggy. Chat, what are we thinking? How do we like the fire temple? You've seen all of it now. Keep watching the slowly screen in the top left, but how you liking it?
Right. Yeah, it's constantly here.
Or how you not liking it?
I hope this tunnel is not like as precise as the other puzzle, as far as timing is concerned.
Oh. Well, no, it shouldn't be. It's about half a pixel better. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a big deal.
Where are we at with our
So you're
donations?
saying these lag spikes are gonna kill me?
The lag spikes will not make this part easy at all. Because it's basically the width of the entire map, so it is 2 rooms tall.
Oh!
What'd you do?
I didn't realize the bottom layer was like the highest level slingshot that you could ever possibly.
It is speed 100, yes.
Woo.
That's the first time. Okay.
It doesn't need a checkpoint after every jump. It removes the timing element of a Suwako. That's the only Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time thing about this puzzle. If you don't remember the parts where the walls had conveyor belts that launched you, then you're playing the wrong Ocarina of Time. But the only thing that made sense was the timer. And I think it's actually more fair that they died at the timer than got blocked and had to go through it all over again anyways. Like, walk down to reset it. That would suck. Call it Mercy Spikes. Mercy Lava. The random yeah, you turn off conveyor belts, you turn off cannons. No bomb glitches, etc., etc. Walker Juniors can't glitch through walls. Funnily enough, Harry, that was supposed to be a consistent string of spikes. That lagged out everything too much, so I took liberties to reduce that. And just made it surprise spikes.
Surprise spikes.
The Rudo I'm not kidding you, Suwako. Jabu Jabu was supposed to have that. It was supposed to have an escort part to it. But, slight spoiler, because no one's going to remember this in a year. 2023, there will be a map with one. Not a bad one. It won't be throughout the entire map per se. But, yeah.
Don't know how you're supposed to make that jump. Well, I shouldn't say I don't know how. I don't know how to complete it.
Hmm.
Yes. The simplest of games. dropping
Oh man.
all the frames.
Good God.
Playing 52
play-
pickups with frames.
I can play Deep Rock with no frame drop, so this is like
Yeah.
ridiculous.
No, trust me, it happens to me too. It's weird. Semantics, Shawnee. Semantics. You know what's interesting is my friend Lopez actually found a way to do the part you're on, Estolia, backwards.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
He slipped through it, but I don't know if it's faster. But he definitely
Yeah,
caught me off guard.
4 minutes here.
That's pretty good.
Why does he slingshot like that?
The conveyor belt colors indicate how fast those conveyor belts are moving.
Yeah, but he's like not even hitting the ground. He's just like flying off really
There he goes.
early.
Gets to get bullet speed. Just put on your Matrix bullet speed time and you can see it. You don't have that? You don't have the 3 frames per second?
I'm sorry, can
feature?
you not see in half frames?
Yeah.
Like everybody could see in, 4K. So your jump should refresh after you bounce off those, Harry.
Yeah, but then you like lose them if you don't time the jump off of them quite right.
If you get close to where your head's touching the wood, if you mash jump, it'll actually put you on top of the wood. It's kind of like a ledge grab up.
Okay.
Which is only something I learned. It's not required, but in case you find yourself like close to it but not hitting it, like right there, if you're like a tiny bit closer, you can actually mash jump, it'll pull you up.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Rufus to get to the part you guys are on. This is great.
Bah.
This is actually, I'm going to be honest with you, this is a closer race than I thought it would be. Just because I was afraid there would be a couple of jump parts that would trip people up, but this is well, no matter what, it's always going to be an incredible feat of skill for giving up your Thursday nights for this. But we're going to need some Kappa claps in chat
Yeah.
for how well everybody's doing. Estolia looking to make $5 for charity. She's really close. Like, this is where I lost the majority of my time, I remember, in my record.
Goodness.
I could go back and try and beat it, but I'm not gonna, because I don't need to. Oh.
No, my keyboard has decided.
Why does he float down? Is that just how they work?
He's a bird, Rufus.
He got wings.
He's got wings, man.
But like he doesn't use them all the time. It's only after
It's
that
a
last
free-to-play game, Rufus.
But like, does
How
that
do you
just
learn
mean I'm
from small indie
unlucky?
developers like I Want a Maker and Pokemon where they can't animate the simplest of things, okay? I'm sorry, I like you.
Pokemon Stadium has Mega Kick animations. For like every Pokemon that can learn it.
Yeah, when you throw it's true, when you throw a Cuckoo in or a Kuko or whatever the hell you call it, Cuckoo in Ocarina of Time, the wings don't actually flap. It's only when you fall with them. That is true. They fly like rocks. You got this, Rufus. You can figure this out. I believe in you. It's funny how all three of you tried to do the same thing, but did not consider the opposite direction. Like that.
Ah!
Exactly like that. Alright, can Rufus one-shot this?
No way, I've already messed up.
Did it get
I know
past
what
it?
I know what's happening right now. I'm about to get fucked, and I know it. I can see it. It's coming. There it is.
There it is.
Oh, is Rufus past the bird? Past the walker?
He is.
No.
You can now air the grievances about the walker, Estolia.
Like, there was nothing that really showed or hinted at the
Bouncing?
speed of a ricochet.
Yeah.
And as for counting, it just so happens that 4 taps of the yellow button would be enough to stop it and reverse it
Yep.
from the speed that's minimum. So when you said it's there for counting, well, it works for both buttons, so that's not really helpful.
Well, it's like 5 greens for the first part, and then it's 3 yellows. So you reverse it, 3 yellow, or you reverse it. Then it's like 4 greens to get past the next part, and then I think it's 5 greens at the bottom.
Right, but the number of greens at the bottom to speed it to get down at a slow speed is 4, and that's how many arrows there are on the left-hand side, and that matches the number of yellow buttons you need to push to reverse the bird theoretically. So that's where it was kind of like, but it says 4, and I'm hitting it 4 times, and it's not working.
Oh,
I couldn't get it to work by feel
speed?
at all.
You thought the arrows meant the speed?
Or
No,
with
number
counter,
of times to hit the button.
No, it's the color. That's what I was saying, knowing about the conveyor belts. Those conveyor belts are all individual pieces just connected, and they look like that. But that doesn't indicate speed.
No, I was saying the number of button clicks.
Yeah. What about?
Because I thought that's at the bottom. That's what it was for on the left-hand side. Since those conveyor belts you can't get onto.
Yeah.
I thought they were talking about how many button clicks you needed to get the thing to work.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but yeah, there's nothing to indicate ricochets because the parts that you see the walker ricochet is not clear enough, and I had no way to show that. That's why anyone who knows about how walkers fall would know that clearer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Funnily enough, one of the maps before this was supposed to have a walker boss. I think it was actually the 4th step was supposed to have a walker junior boss where you see them bounce like that, so you'd understand like how their physics actually work. They're wild when launched out of a cannon. They will do massive like backhand golf curves in the air when you launch them at certain speeds. But I had to take it out because it was too laggy. So yeah. I understand that. I also was like, ooh, shiny mechanic, and had no way to clarify it.
But like I don't know how I got through that. I don't know what I actually did.
It wasn't until like one time where I just happened to accidentally see the bird bounce off the other conveyor that I figured it out.
I never even really figured it out. I just kind of did it.
I did the literal best you could do to drop it down below, and that didn't work, so I only had one other option.
Oh yeah, I did that. That's basically how I came to it as well. Okay, done.
That's the logical first thing. You're gonna try to drop it down, right? I was like, okay, well,
exactly.
It's literally 1 pixel from dropping down. I sped it up, and then it got launched. I was like, okay, well, that's obviously not the solution. So what's my alternative?
Enjoy, Suwako.
Speeding it up as
quickly as possible. I stopped at the wrong spot. I thought I was in the hole. Dang.
You got this, Rufus. You can still bring this back for 2nd place. You'll have
really?
to go through the same... What's that?
Is it really that close?
You're only 1 room away. That's because the other room is like the size of 4 rooms. Or 3 rooms, but yeah.
Dirty room.
Dirty room. The biggest gauntlet, I think, this year will... like, the biggest gauntlet of a challenge there will be this year. The Ice Cavern has gauntlets, but has a lot more checkpoints. Same thing with Water Temple. Water Temple is extreme amounts of checkpoints because of the number of puzzles in it. Having said that, just like how I don't want to have to submit you next week to an auto-scroller, I wanted to do it once, and this is kind of like that gauntlet that I wanted to do once. And Ganon will be my ultimate, like, 6-part boss, one-time thing you'll ever do it. So far, you've experienced boss rooms in one room, so. Seth, how you doing? Would you like to try your hand at the Fire Temple? We've already had Astolia completed. She is looking to beat the world record. She beat it 70 milliseconds under an hour. Suwako, don't reveal my strats, man. You know the bouncy ball's involved. It won't be 75 hits, though. Gerudo Training Ground was supposed to be a meme boss that took that long.
Oh, that one was terrible.
I know. That's all. That was meant to be a joke. That's it. Don't worry. People aren't supposed to take the tutorial seriously, but people like speedrunning in a speedrunning game. That's weird. It's the third code there that you just did with maps, or you can grab it in Discord. By the way, for anyone hanging out in chat and wants to catch the other codes that they might not be able to see in the bot,
Wait,
or just see who have
what?
completed it,
How did I end up back here?
it's a loop. Did you hit reset by accident?
Nope.
No, you're here.
Oh, I was just dumb. That's
You
all.
just looped. Yeah, you looped.
I just tunnel vision. I didn't even know this part existed. I was so tunnel visioned on how to get around it.
Also, cool thing that I tried to do with where Rufus is, that's the symbol of fire. Can you see it?
Yeah.
That's what the fire medallion almost looks like.
Oh.
Oh no. It's really hard to build shapes in blocks. Just like it's hard to do shapes and beats. But
It's also really hard to run through shapes made in blocks with
yes.
coins.
Yes.
I disagree.
I feel like Harry might actually, like, have an upper hand in the water temple.
Why is that?
Because you see through my puzzles faster than anybody else. You've been the fastest puzzle solver so far, even with Cal. You've been the fastest puzzle solver. And Water Temple is like 2/3 puzzles. I feel like you figure out mechanics faster, which is to your advantage. Stoli and Cal definitely have the jumps down. Like, they are way quicker at the jumpy gauntlet parts.
Yeah, the platforming is the struggle.
Yeah. Rufus is just an endurance tank. This man invested 100 in vitality, and that's all he has going. Like, he's just 99 vitality, 1 organs to live.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I'm just the everyman, you know?
He's the average Unite player, where he's here to he's here to do it, doesn't care about the meta, but also cares and then drinks when he needs to. Speaking of which, we're playing Unite tomorrow. If anyone wants to try Clefable with me, I don't know how Clefable's unlocked, but it sounds like it's money. Bastards. Looks broken as shit.
In a gacha game? Like, they're turning it into a gacha game.
They're my idea of a fun time, Seth. Have fun.
Seth already on the first jumps.
Well, I hope so. If they started up the map, they're on the first jumps.
Hold on,
like,
hold on.
complaining about the first jumps, I mean.
Those were 2-frame jumps. Noob.
You guys,
Dude.
Okay, did you want me to tell you? You guys actually did incredibly tight jumps. Those are extreme. Those are the hardest jumps. Yeah, those are the hardest jumps in the game. You did them. Congratulations. You can do anything.
Dude.
You can do it.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Where's that from?
It's a song.
Yeah, from where though?
A singer.
But like, was it in a movie?
It was a musical of some kind. I don't know which one.
Yeah.
No.
Did you
Oh,
see
he
they're
just
doing
does
Matilda
that?
the musical on Netflix?
No.
It's coming out Christmas. Matilda the musical.
Yeah, but is it
Didn't know
gonna
it was a
have Danny
musical.
DeVito?
I knew they were remaking it.
I don't
And
care.
is it really Matilda?
I mean, maybe not, but they still have the scene of the kid getting fed the chocolate cake. Spoiler, sorry.
It actually looks half decent from the trailer I saw a while ago. Oh.
You know what's a lot harder of a show to watch than I thought it would be?
What?
It's Always Sunny. That's like a really weird show.
Which one's that again?
It's about like the 3 guys that own a bar.
Danny DeVito in it.
I haven't. Apparently, that's when the show gets good. The first season is not good. It's not that funny.
Huh.
Like, there's a couple of funny.
I've never watched it.
I was kidding, Seth. I don't know if they're
Like,
too.
Nice.
I've
frame
heard
jumps,
a
but
lot
I
of
know they're
people
hard
tell me
jumps.
it's an amazing show. And
I don't plan out like what types of jumps. Like, I don't sit there and go, okay, I want 2 C jumps and an F jump here. I basically build it as however tough this is going to be is how tough it's going to be. If I want it to be tougher, I make the jump tighter, so people can eventually just do basic jumps and make it through it. It's built for people who just learn how to jump more precisely and not so much learn how to complete certain patterns of spikes. You know what I mean? That's all. But it is a tough jump nonetheless because of the the wooden blocks.
Really scratches that itch. Like Jackie Chan movies and stuff like that, they don't exist anymore, right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
So wait, who
that
are you watching
sucks.
to scratch that itch?
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
Oh, Cobra Kai, right. I still have to watch Ip Man.
Ant-Man?
Ip
Actually,
Man.
Imp Man?
Ip, IP.
Oh, Ip Man, yes.
Ip Man.
The first one's good.
I just like fighting.
There's like
movies.
4.
Yeah, there's 4. I just like fights. It's okay. They don't have to be good.
Yeah, no, I watch them too. They're good. But if you like if you like shows like Ip Man, you should definitely watch Cobra Kai.
I don't know. Gamma explained it to me, and it just sounds like it's like old teen, young adult humor, and that's just kind of like whatever to me. Like he said, it's kind of childish, and I trust Gamma's with his opinions on these things.
I mean, if you'd like Ip Man, you'd like it.
But I like Ip Man for the fighting. Does Cobra Kai have fighting like that?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah?
That's like the best part. The reason why it's childish is because it
Kids.
features high school students,
Yeah.
right?
It's
So you get some of that high school drama, but I mean the fight scene, like it's literally like a bunch of, it's like Power Rangers, but much more adult. That might be a bad comparison.
and less boobs.
Basically, there's just a bunch of high school kids beating each other up with using karate.
That could be cathartic to a high school teacher.
It's entertaining.
What's the rating on that show? Like
A lot.
like PG-13. Yeah.
No, they swear a lot.
14A? No, I guess that'd be hard
Maybe.
at that point.
It might be 14, but they say the F word a lot.
Oh yeah, interesting.
Yeah. Which is a shame, because, like, I can't watch it with my son.
Who's Roald Dahl? Shawnee.
Road Dahl wrote Matilda.
Oh, that was Matilda. Okay.
And
Oh, that's why I
Charlotte
recognize him.
Chocolate Factory and
Really?
Mr. Fox.
How old is your kid?
11.
Okay.
Turning 12.
That's what I figured, because I was like, he's in karate. So he'd have to be like a little bit older
No.
than my
There's
kids.
some like 6-year-olds in karate classes.
My sister joined at 6.
Really?
I joined at 10. She joined at 8. But I used to teach 3-year-olds in the Little Dragons program. Because we're a non-contact school, right? You couldn't do contact until you reached orange belt. So usually,
Right.
even if you were 6, 7 years old, you always sparred people your own size, and it was non-contact and padded. So.
Is that not like a normal thing?
No, there are some schools that do full contact, like full contact grappling and stuff. It's ridiculous because
For like kids?
yeah. Obviously, you trust that they will teach them proper techniques and learning how to tap out and stuff like that, but there are some schools where the reason why we always had a discrepancy at the Canadian Karate and Kung Fu Association tournament was because certain schools didn't train non-contact padded. So they would do sparring, but they wouldn't know how to pull their hits because the idea was you just tap to get points. You didn't hit, but they knew how to hit. So a lot of our kids would get hurt because we didn't teach them to hit hard to hurt somebody. It was to hit precisely to hit the points, to hit the areas to get points. But they hit to hurt. Like, that's why I stopped doing it. One guy literally grabbed my foot. I threw a kick. He grabbed it fairly, but you're not supposed to grab in non-contact spar point-based tournament. So he grabbed me, he pulled me to the ground, and started pummeling me on the ground. That's what they did in their school. They would punish the thing, which was fine because that'd be fine if you're in a fight, but this was a points tournament. So, like, even my sister's fiance, he got his ass whooped because there's this other rival he used to have at another school where they love fighting each other because they both like to fight. He didn't like points, he wanted to actually fight, which is why he joined jiu-jitsu or judo. But like, they would go really hard, and it got to the point where one tournament we were like, literally 2 schools were lined up like we were in a parking lot about to watch 2 mobsters fight. And
Okay,
we
well,
had
that's
to...
literally Cobra Kai the show. Like,
Okay, good. Then I might like it then. But this wasn't. But this
it'd be
isn't
so
supposed to be a
relatable
positive
to you.
story. This story was terrifying because I remember my karate master telling me, "You need to be ready." And I'm like, "Ready for what, sir?" And he goes, "If this breaks out and they get too aggressive, we're jumping into the ring and we're stopping them, and they might resist." And I'm looking at him going like, sir, we're not this kind of school. I'm a little terrified that you're telling me this. Like, the parents are all, like, lining up in, like, black belts to go to each other going, like, get ready. Like, they're doing, like, this code thing, like, get ready. And they're, like, starting to stand up, walk around. They're doing, like, the hands in the front sort of deal. Like, you ready to mess with the mob? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was terrifying. And the other school was doing it, too. And we're all holding our breath going, please have clean hits. There was one dirty hit. You could hear everybody's belt simultaneously crush into their stomachs. It was like, oh god, here comes a fight. Here's where we have to step in. Luckily, he tapped out before, because there was one really dirty hit that the other school did. But he's like, no, we're done here. And my master's like, you call this right now. Like, they are not playing fair, and I know my student will not play fair because he very much answers eye for an eye. And frankly, like, if they're doing cheap hits like that, I would not blame them. You need to keep it's like in hockey or soccer. If somebody's gonna keep chopping at your shins, you need to chop at their shins back to stop them, right? Otherwise, they're never gonna learn to stop doing it. It sucks, but like, it's the only way to keep bullies down, because that's bullying.
Yeah.
It's not fair hits. You gotta treat unfair hits with unfair hits. I don't like condoning it, but I don't like people getting hurt. Which people used to reverse on me when I was a referee. They're like, hey, you can't have it unfair, ref. And I'm like, yeah, but the problem is your kid's not fighting back, so of course they're going to flop over like dead fish. They're allowed to hit you that way or bump into you that way. If they fall over like they're made of paper mache, that's not my problem. I don't care if they're 9-year-old girls. They can hold their own.
It just means that they're soccer players. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm like. They're just learning. You know, my town is very big on European soccer, so if you wanted a drama course mixed in with phys ed, there you go. 2 credits in 1. Yeah, I said it, chat. Soccers are a bunch of wusses.
Hey, I've never seen a more beautiful dive.
The beautiful game. Sponsored by Cisco. Rufus, you got this. You can figure this out. You can wrap your head around this.
I know how to do it. I just, every time, I'd make the exact same mistake, and I say, I'm not going to do that next time, and then I keep bonking my head for no reason, but...
Harry's doing okay over here. Making good progress. This is the normal progress I don't expect from people in this gauntlet.
The problem is I need to do this part with my keyboard, and I need to do the part I keep dying at with my controller.
Why?
And,
because more specific jumps.
It's a more precise jump.
Oh my god, man. This man has tool strats. This is actually a tool-assisted speedrun.
Yeah. The problem is the controller's not working, so I'm stuck with the keyboard.
Oh no.
Ugh.
At least the mod jumps, as I call it, are more forgiving. Not that much more forgiving, but they are way more forgiving than the front part.
Okay, so...
I haven't successfully done it yet.
You know what the worst thing I've ever seen at that point that you were at, Astolia, was? Suwako cleared every single ball there before getting up and then got shot right at the top.
Oh no!
He actually found a way to strafe those bullets so hard and like fall through the cracks in it, because it's supposed to be a straight stream, but I can't do that. There's nothing that moves like that. Otherwise I'd do it, or maybe I just don't know about it. But either way, he actually found a way to break every ball that got stuck at the bottom, and then he just got shot. I'm like, oh man. I wish you could set achievements on your own maps, like side quests, because that would be really funny right there, because it'd be like achievement unlocked and then dies.
No.
For those joining us, Astolia has finished the map. I should put little crowns on people who have finished so that people know. But Astolia has finished the map. She's currently going for the world record. For those who don't know the way this works, every person who completes this in the community and shows it off in Discord will get $1 towards the map support right here, up to $100 matched for Sick Kids Hospital in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. If any of these lovely viewers, you're not viewers, you're friends. If any of my friends here on stream beat my record in my maps, which are average records, right? I didn't go back. Like, I can tell you right now, Jabu Jabu, I had 9 minutes in. Today, when I uploaded it, 3.5. So I don't make them fight those times. These are the original times. If they could beat my original time of the upload for this map, they will get $5 towards Sick Kids. No proof, because I see it. They're just racing for fun. Channel points on the line. Let's see the bet between Harry and Rufus. We have 10 points for Harry. That's it.
Sorry.
There are 10 points on the line. Someone has incredible faith on you.
How far ahead is he?
1 room.
I've been stuck on this room since you've been on the bird.
Which makes sense. Because this is, like I said, this room is 3 or 2 rooms big.
Is it the last room?
It's the second last room.
God
but
dang
the last
it.
room is not anything like this.
No, last room is much easier than that.
Much easier and much less intense on the hands. This is literally like you will have a sweet release of good juice. That sounded so awkward. The point is,
yeah.
you'll have. I was trying to say like
noob.
adrenaline rush from completing this. That's what I meant to say, but it came out as "Hello, Alec. How are you? How was your stream earlier?" I saw you raid into who was it? Was it Mindless? You raided into? He's making Skull look like a good game. I didn't think I'd be into Skull the Slayer. Because it's a roguelite, so it should be up my alley. Oh, there's a game that's coming out that I have my eyes on. It's a Final Fantasy Tactics roguelike game, and I'm like, my weakness. It's called Crawl Tactics for anyone curious. They are asking for creators to show it off. If you like to kiss ass, I could show you the tweet. It looks good, too, because it actually looks like Final Fantasy Tactics, and I love the graphics in Final Fantasy Tactics / Triangle Strategy, etc., etc.
But they'll only let you in if you also play Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh,
that's right. That same company made another game just so that they could pay people to say this.
If they want to pay me to say it,
Sorry, I have to
if you want to,
I'll take their money.
You want to promote this other game? First, you gotta promote Raid Shadow Legends.
To my 3 viewers.
You know what? They'll take it. They're very free for that.
Yeah. So Backpack Hero.
Yeah, Satchel. How's it play?
Satchel's fine. They put some in. So, his mechanic is he's got pockets or pouches.
Okay.
So you don't need to. Oh my god, the lag. You don't make your backpack like one giant back. You don't like grow it from like the middle.
Oh.
You just like sew patches into it, so you're given like a tetranome piece. You can put it anywhere.
Okay.
And then there's gear that gives you bonuses for having gear in separate pouches. So there's like the feather shiv, which like does +2 damage for each feather shiv you have in a different pouch. So you want to make separate, sections of your backpack.
That's cool.
Yeah, I thought that was neat. And then the new charm mechanic. Instead of dealing damage, you can play instruments to charm them. And if they have charm higher than their current HP, they move to your side of the field and attack the enemies for you.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, charm was really fun. I made it to the last boss, but I died to poison of all things. If it wasn't for the poison, I would have beaten it.
I don't understand a game that plays like Peglin where it's a damage race and makes a poison mechanic.
Well, to be fair, I went into the last boss with 5 HP.
I mean, that won't help anyway. You're not wrong.
But I mean, the poison is what killed me. Like, I had enough shield that I could have survived the entire fight.
Oh, here we are. This is the run.
Here we go. 2 minutes to the Megaton Hammer room. Damn. Holy crap.
Why? Why?
Suffering through a work training video. Oh, that sounds fun. It usually isn't. That was sarcasm. Sorry. Sarcasm? It's so much sarcasm. There's a hole in the ground. Oh.
If I could have done that on the first shot, come on. That would have been great.
On the first shot. That's.
Well, that was the first shot. I nearly did.
I know. That's what I'm saying. If it was the first shot.
How are you getting through the maw?
with great skill and dedication.
Guess so.
She's also had like more times to go through this, I guess. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense.
No, she succeeded more than I have. So.
Second time.
We're about to see $5 more be put in, unless she somehow doesn't beat the final area.
Lag spikes are not helping.
I can imagine. I'm sorry, man. I wish I could know a solution for it.
Yeah, it's just. Oh my goodness. Jumping off the bullets doesn't always propel you.
Yeah, they're finicky when they're moving.
Blocks on the top. I had to not fire last time. Come on.
So I will say that I'm fairly certain I won't be completing this map.
I think you could do it, dude. I think you get the second last area no problem. You could beat this area no problem, and then like you might crush.
We'll see. I got like half an hour before
you can
I'm gonna
beat this
go
part in under half an hour.
before I'm gonna go to bed.
You got this.
Yeah, I should be going to bed now.
I'm willing to give it another half hour.
No.
4:15.
Wow. Yep.
Don't make poor noob broke.
Unreal. Well, not unreal, just 261 deaths, and you got that done in 4 minutes?
It's because I rapidly reset whenever something remotely went wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
GG. Holy mackerel. It's $5. $5 is $5.
Woo!
It's a sick, kids.
I guess I should try and beat my time again since everyone else is still racing.
I could give you one of the older maps if you'd like to play those. Or if Seth completed any of those maps they said they might do. Not an expectation, but just curious. Oh, the lag right there sucks. It's inconsistent lag too. That's so strange.
Yeah, I don't know what's causing it besides just like poor programming.
Yeah. Packet loss?
Yeah, pretty much.
Rufus, you got this, man. Use that vitality stat 99 to get through this. And then hone it on your 1 organs.
No, that's dumb.
No.
Come on.
Do you want to try it without the streaming part? See if that helps.
I don't think it's the streaming. Like you said, the game lags for you too.
It does, but I know Discord probably won't make it better.
Yeah.
You tried to outrun it, Rufus.
I thought maybe.
It always looks like maybe. That's why I made it. I messed with the speed so much to make it look like it's a maybe. Oh no. Oh, it's off script. It's off script.
Ah.
Remember, any donations tonight to Sick Kids, Rufus will match up to $100.
What are we at now? 30. Are we still at 30?
Still at 30.
Ah!
They need more lovely prizes like this cross stitch that I showed people earlier, and the.
I'm gonna try to get it. Ah!
The power of gaming gift cards for a retro collector store that ships to the U.S. and Canada. It's gonna be good. They got some great stuff there.
That is like,
All
that
right,
should
I'll
be
try.
actually like considered criminal.
What?
How close you made that? Like.
Yeah, try it without the streaming. We'll see if that helps.
It crashed the game.
No.
So I guess that's me tapping out.
Oh, are you kidding me? Not to you tapping out, that it crashed.
Yeah, I clicked stop streaming and then the game closed. GG, Discord.
I'm sorry, man.
GG.
That sucks.
Oh, that's fine. I don't think I was gonna get through that anytime soon.
I mean, if Cal's free, he can log in and beat me really quick.
You imagine? Actually, well. The boss section is confusing. It can be. You'll figure it out really quickly that... Think of it like a bow, where a bow needs reloading. It was also built at a time when I couldn't make targets more specific. So... You'll figure it out. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you'll eventually... You'll hit something and be like, ooh.
No.
Man, now Rufus knows there's a boss at the end.
There's a boss at the end of all of these.
Seth already at the boss?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Seth is like
They're kind of a big deal.
ridiculous.
God tier.
Funnily enough, with the
Alright.
stuff that I've put up in public, like the older maps that I put up in public, people are only beating my levels by like a minute or two of my world record, which is pretty cool. It's like a bit of a confidence booster, but also like people are beating it. Obviously, they're going
Like,
to, but they're beating them.
I want to put this into perspective, Harry, because I feel like we're a closer level, let's say. I know you're still better than me, but like I feel like we're
Okay.
closer.
Sure.
Okay. Last year, I'm pretty sure that Seth came when we started like the last or second last map, and he did all the previous maps and the one we were on before we did.
That was Plasma.
Oh, was Plasma?
That was the guy who beat
Yeah,
my
that was
map
Plasma.
on a minute and 1 second on a mouse.
Man,
He came in
It
and was like,
was
hey, what's going on here? You
freaking-
got some maps for me? And I'm like, yeah, sure, man. Here you go. Good luck. And he's like,
he's like, I beat them all.
Here I come. Destruction.
Like, there was
It's
one
Mickey Mouse
level
with a
that
shiv.
took like 2 hours. He did in like a minute. He's just like, oh yeah, I figured this might be a weird skip thing, and it totally was. So ha ha ha.
Yeah, Forest Temple with the teleporter.
That wasn't demoralizing at all, by the way. Like 6 hours in, some dude beats the previous 3 maps and is catching up to you.
How is it demoralizing? That he was known for being one of the best in the community.
Yeah.
It should be expected. That's not demoralization. That's expectations.
I mean, I know they're better than me. Sometimes I just don't want to know how much.
It's not how these games work.
Alright, I need to bounce.
Thanks for playing, Harry. Sorry about that crash.
Well, it is what it is. I'll try to complete it
Yeah. Next week,
offline.
I swear this to thee, we will not start at 8:45. We will actually start closer to 8.
9:45?
Yeah, 9:45. Yeah, we'll start at 9. I will not be playing Inscription PvP before.
You know what, though?
What?
You know what? I don't think it really mattered.
I think it does.
We would have had an extra 5 minutes to play. I think it matters a little bit.
I don't know if we're going to make it any further.
You can do this, Rufus. You can actually.
It's literally
do this.
just perseverance. I made very slow progress, but I was making progress.
Like, I don't even know if the way I'm doing this at the moment is possible. But...
Are you jumping?
Like,
Are you at the tower
whoa!
climb yet?
Oh my god,
No.
he's doing it the Lopez strat. GG, Seth.
What part
Did
are you at?
Lopez actually
He's on
get
the,
it?
He's on the fire temple. He's on the fire logo part. He just keeps
Oh.
missing a jump and getting sniped. He's not even on the gauntlet yet.
Okay, well if you're stuck there, then there's no help for you. That's like that part's like the easiest part to figure out.
Oh, I know what to do.
What's the problem?
I can't do it.
The problem is between his brain and his fingers.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a skill issue more than
No!
No, I know what
So
it
how-
is.
how many
He's in
coins can you
speedrun
get?
mode.
Yeah, I want to do it fast.
He wants to
I'm
do
not
it
slow,
fast.
and that's like the worst idea because I can't sight read this kind of stuff. But I try.
Make
Fast
sure.
So
is
my
slow and slow is smooth.
Make sure you post it in Discord, Seth, so you get that $1 to sick kids.
Where slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
I did
Doing
see it,
it
yeah.
correctly is
I would
faster
never
than
build
that.
something like that because I'm not. Or maybe I do accidentally. I'll never plan out on building like something like that on purpose. Hold on. Hold. Make the connection.
ah,
You You panicked.
I did. I know what I need to do. I just get
breathe.
scared.
Just breathe. Don't. They're just spiky thwomps. They're not scary. They can't hurt
They're just gonna kill you. That's
they
all.
can't hurt you. They can only kill you.
How far
Yeah,
are you getting?
He's getting to 4 coins. It's when he has to get the one on the very right.
That's the easiest one to get.
Funnily enough, he could get it before everything else. You could actually jump down there, grab it, and then go back through it normally. It's just timing is different, that's all.
Like the middle ones are the toughest.
Oh, you said something else about it? I might have... 2
No,
frames
man,
are
I
you-
get the middle one like every time.
There's 3 in the middle.
If you type something after 2 frames or you hold down jump, it didn't come through, Seth. It might have been too long if you typed for too long. Your message might have been too long.
Alright, my drink is done. It's way past my bedtime.
Sleep well, man. See you next
Thanks
week.
for inviting me. Yep.
It's
probably.
the opposite of fire. It's ice. And it has an auto-scroller.
Ice? I thought it was water.
It's Ice Cavern. I did all the mini dungeons. So,
Ah.
Ice Cavern is next, and then it's Water Temple.
Okay. I'll try to get a controller hooked up
Yeah.
for then. I'll remove Astolia's advantage
Yeah.
by having a controller myself.
He's installing
I mean,
more RAM
literally-
to deal with this copium.
Well, that's a different problem, but I literally, I was stuck on that first
Yeah.
platforming bit until I passed it, and I didn't pass it until I plugged in my USB controller.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I don't know how you can do it with a keyboard, but my
Practice.
keyboard is not possible. It's
Practice.
just not possible with my keyboard.
I also feel like there are some sections of this that run better with the keyboard, and there are some sections that run better with a controller.
I feel the same way.
Like the Thwomp section that I'm in now, I feel much better on keys.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's up to personal
That-
preference.
the-
Really.
It's
the
about
the
fast
super
reaction, not
Yeah, the
precision.
super precise jumping was. I needed the controller.
Oh god, I would never do so. Like that sounds. I would never make 1 frame or 2 frame jumps like that, Seth. I
Except
don't make
at
anything.
the start of this level.
Well, that's not even 2 frame jump though. I don't even know what kind of frame that would be. I don't even know how I would measure that. I don't know how people measure things in frames.
Oh, I thought you said that we did do a 2 frame
No, you
jump
did a
earlier.
hard jump. Like that's the hardest amount of thing that I'll do. So, some keyboards are incapable of 1 frame. Yeah, see, that's why I would never do that to somebody. Anyway, good night, Harry. Sorry for holding you up.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
See you, man.
Good luck, Rufus.
Yeah. Okay, how much money did we raise? I'm gonna close it off.
30.
$30? Okay, I'll match that. I'll do that right now.
As you stand in the pattern.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Hold
You gotta
on.
see the end. You gotta see the gauntlet. You've missed out now on gauntlets. You missed the ball.
I didn't say I'm done yet. I'm closing this down.
You gotta go back
I'm
and
just-
see ball Ganon.
I'm just gonna do this.
What picture? Would And what game are you supporting? And
What game am I supporting for?
Pokemon. The Ultimate New.
Oh. Good question.
That's a required 2 frame, really?
Emerald.
What did I do last time?
Emerald.
Let Let me see how much you've donated, and I can actually maybe tell you.
You want to support Emerald.
I don't think his amount was Emerald. I think you were supporting Yellow, but
What's Yellow at right now?
475.
475. What's Emerald at?
197. The closest thing to Yellow is Black 2 at 430.
Oh, put it there. Make backload.
Well, it wasn't intended. I just wanted hard jumps, Seth. So yay! I made a 2-frame jump. See, there you go, Rufus. Now you have the confidence back. Everybody here is amazing.
Okay. Wait, what? Oh.
You know what the best part is?
Country.
I could
What?
listen to this music forever because I had to while building it. I didn't turn the music off because I kept myself, like, in the zone with building this stuff so that I could, like, make sure that if I was going to get annoyed by it, I wouldn't use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody else needs to suffer, or if everyone else is going to suffer through it, I got to make sure that I can suffer through it myself. Otherwise it makes
I
no
think
sense.
that's fair.
Stoli is about to lap you.
Like the 4th time?
Something like that?
Yeah, well, that's their fault because right now I'm matching their donation.
Oh! Ah, you're hugging. Oh, Stoli found the fast way through the fire. Not quite. But yeah.
Okay, you should see that donation in a second.
Thank you, Rufus. So, Black 2, and I need you to give me 2 numbers between,
I'm gonna give mine away as well.
Oh
so
my
the next person who
God.
donates is gonna get 3.
give
You know what though?
2 next.
Estolia,
Mm.
how much does it cost for a game normally, Noob?
What do you mean?
How much do they have to donate to get a game?
10.
Say the next 15 or more donation gets 3 games?
I can make that happen.
Then they pay half of what they normally would have.
True. I can make that happen. I can make a one-time deal. I'm a wheeler or dealer.
I don't get this on the first shot. I can't beat my record.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, it's first shot, but I think you could do it. Ah!
Also, I actually donated 40.
I saw that.
Oh.
$40 donation by Rufus. What a unit.
Just for the black incentive.
Wow. So Black 2's at 470. Yellow is at 475.
Yep. Yep.
Now it's close. And 3 games on the line for $15. Rufus, you're a sound insane. Thank you very much, man. That's more entries for Nintendo eShop or Steam gift cards. Look at you go. Other things to expect for prizes, by the way, guys. There will be dice sets again. There will be gift cards for Power Up Gaming, which is a retro collection store that ships to Canada and the US. There will be the cross stitch, the digital copy of Scarlet or Violet. When that releases, it's gonna be good. Uh-oh. Oh, there you go. Required 2 frame, 3 frame snaps you to the platform, 1 frame doesn't make it over the spike. Huh.
Oh,
I don't know how
why
you
is this already
that.
open?
Was already what?
Oh, this is the run. The bird door was already open.
What?
I have no idea why, but I'm gonna take it.
Bird doors.
It'd
What?
be hilarious if you beat your record off that.
Oh, I will.
Why?
I'm sure. The bird door was already open.
Are you running that consistent already, though?
Yeah. Wait. Did I make those the same triggers? Oh, now you got me questioning.
Ah!
I might have made those the same trigger. Yeah, because that's closed now. Which makes sense.
Did I just get through that other part so quickly the door hadn't reclosed?
No, the door should be closed to start. It might be maybe because if you don't die, that green button might actually be the same control. It shouldn't be, though.
Oh, here, I'm gonna restart anyways, because I wasn't gonna make it. Let's see if we can cause the same thing to happen.
You didn't die at all from the start?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, come on, this is one of the cleanest maps. Ugh. Bug testing. Two frame jumps. Look at us go. Who won? Astolia did. Harry unfortunately crashed the game again and had to go to bed anyways. Rufus is trying to make it through the fire the logo. Oh. You got this, man. Just breathe. Just breathe and think it out. Just breathe and think it out.
Ah.
You didn't breathe and think it out.
No, sometimes when I jump too late or too early, I just eat my own double jump. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check now. There's a notification that Astolia beat it.
No, it's closed.
What the hell?
Hmm.
Trigger number 20.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, there should be no. There's no trigger on this map. Oh my god, there is. Oh no! There is a trigger that is duplicated. Oh my god! How did I miss that?
How do I cheese it?
It's the it's the button at the front. The one that opens the first door? That's linked to the bird door. How did I mess that up?
Okay, I just finished off my stream. I think I'm gonna throw in the towel here.
That's fair, Rufus. You paid for Trombone Champ. It will be a part, and we will do a thing where you guide me through it.
There's just a couple of obnoxious parts, like where it's like
Like
if
the
you
part where
don't.
you're playing a trombone?
No, that part's fine. Like knowing that you have to click on the bass clef like 20 times to open up the second half of the game. Like, that's kind of dumb.
I can't believe I messed that up. Oh my god. What trigger is this then? That's 40. And you are trigger 40. What else is a trigger here? Huh. Well, that's getting fixed. Activate trigger 90. playing
Yeah,
version
that
2,
was
version 3.
that was fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Hopefully.
If I didn't have to work tomorrow, I'd keep going, but
All right.
I am gonna go to bed. You guys have a good night.
You too, man.
All right.
Thanks
Have
for
a good
playing.
night.
Yeah, so literally that button there, don't reset.
Yeah.
It'll be open.
Okay.
So you have to perfect this area. So that means anybody that can beat this publicly will be able to choose that.
Ah.
I mean, you can get a fat world record by skipping that. Man, that sucks. I can't believe I made that mistake. What must have happened was because I wanted to make all the buttons red, every trigger, like, digit is tied to a color. So they had to be like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 in order for that to work, and I guess I duplicated 20 twice. Which is unfortunate. Like that one, like green there would be 14, or would be 14 because the other green button is 4. So
right.
Every 4 digit, every 4 ones digit is that. So yeah, that's what happens to Akos with the buttons, because I wanted to make them all red to be thematic. I duplicated 20 by accident. So this door that Astolia is on now actually opens if she hits the button next to the spike at the end of this jump. Not the one that requires you to fire the cannon, but the one that's covered by the blocks. So you can skip the bird puzzle, and that'll save you like 15 seconds, maybe 10-15 seconds. I don't know how much time because I've never timed it out perfectly, but it will save you time. So I'll have to re-upload that. That's okay. That's something I'll fix when I re-upload it publicly, but it won't be like anything that people have to beat. You know what I mean? Huh. Amazing. Even to this day, man, just stuff like that happens. It's just, that's why you have professional testers.
Mm-hmm.
Or people that would think about that I just would have never seen that. So what trigger number is this? That's 0? Don't I have a 0 up here? What are you?
What are you?
Oh, I started with the boss. That's right. I actually built this. I forgot I built this map backwards.
Oh.
So I built Volvagia first because I wanted to make sure it was the proper size. And then I built it in a way where I made enough space so that people couldn't see into the boss room too early. Like, they would see bits of it, but not all of it, because I wanted to make it spacious like that. And then I also spaced out, kind of, not fully, but I kind of paced out an even amount to build the Megaton Hammer climb. And then everything else was in between. I was like, okay, now we'll just fill this with different puzzles that I want to do. That's why that one corridor is so long, because I wanted, like, before the Megaton Hammer thing, because I wanted people to, oh, I gotta fix this for you. Oops, guys. Sorry. If I go here, no, I'll just keep it on this one. But that's why it looks the way that it does, because it was all about hiding that information. Or trying to, anyways, being clever and cheeky with it. But yeah, if you like watching this, we're doing this every Thursday in October. This is gonna be... there we go. The next one will be next Thursday. It will be Ice Cavern. In my opinion, the hardest map of the year. So excited to see people tackle that. Hopefully we'll have Cal so we can have the whole gang here. So now if Astolia does not reset from here on until the bird puzzle, they will actually just go. They will just reset anyways.
You're gonna get this bird puzzle thing going again.
Gotta. This will be the last time you'll see that working, because I fixed it, and I will re-upload version 3 publicly. but not tonight because I am tired too.
Got this.
Wait, the triple spike might be a line dependent? I don't know what that means.
A line dependent?
Is that jump actually super difficult? Like,
It is
it's super.
difficult.
I know it's super difficult, but like, I mean, in terms of, is that sort of like the limit of perfect jumping? Because the story currently is crushing it. I mean, it is the toughest one. That is where I expect most people to die. That's why it was. I did it just because of like, okay, 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps, and I was able to beat it, so I kept it. Otherwise, I wouldn't keep it. I don't keep things that are just too frustrating to continuously take on. And then Ice Cavern exists, so you know, there's that. Oh.
That's why I didn't hit the reset button, hit the other save button, so I can just reset to here now.
Yep. Don't have to break both. Here we go. The Rage Quit Cavern. I mean, no, you're right. Nobody has actually completed Ice Cavern yet. Nobody.
Really?
Nobody. So if anyone beats it next week, you will be the first. Other than me. It is the longest one. It took me 33 minutes. And well over 300 deaths, I think. I can't remember how many deaths there were. Most of that time loss was on the auto-scroller, unfortunately.
Right.
But,
You auto-scrollers.
I'm sorry. I can't. At least I made it an interactive auto-scroller that completely abuses the physics engine and is not actually a proper auto-scroller interaction. It's I do that a lot. It's I will admit it's not my finest moment, but I kept it because I'm like, screw it, I can do it. It's been done. I can beat it. Therefore, let's have friends share in my torment. Yay.
Come on.
What happened to Harrison Ford? Oh no.
What happened to Harrison Ford?
What? Harrison Ford has signed on to play General Ross in the MCU.
Huh.
He will appear in Captain America: New World Order and Thunderbolts. General Ross, the guy who was working on the mutant program? I can't see him in that role. Cause he's not that. Is he that gritty of an actor?
Oh, he looks very gritty in his declining years.
I guess age is working with him. The kid moves at 3 pixels per frame, so each frame you move on a set group of 3 pixels, but when you touch a wall, you will only move 1 or 2 pixels, make the kid move on a different set of 3 pixels. What this does is make it depending on what a line you have. For the closest can get... What? Okay, so Seth, I'm a teacher, and I believe in Occam's razor and keep it simple stupid principles. Explain this to me like I'm actually a fucking idiot. Because that's how I teach people. It's the only way I understand stuff. Hello, I am dumbass. What is that? I get what that means, but I need the connection. There was so much pressure.
Take a look.
Make it. Like, I get it, but, like, I don't understand what that means for my particular jump. There's the speed tech. If they could finish this here. Oh, yeah, there it is. Sub-minute fire on Medallion. So that button that they hit at the top, that was connected to that block that should be there. But in version 3, that will not be the case. You will have to do burden. Hey, it's just like speedrunning an actual game. Just things get overlooked. Or in this case, never expected to be looked at.
Right.
Oh! General Ross was the guy in Ant-Man. Oh, he could pull that off. You touch wall, and the closest you can be to a spike is either 0, 1, or 2 pixels. So what's my jump specifically, then? Is that jump like you have to be 0 pixels? Because you're not touching wall, but you have to touch... To get in your spike, you have to do that.
And you know what? It's not that much of a time save because I'm already slower than my best run.
Yeah. But I think it's...
That was at the... That was at the climb at like 2 minutes, I think, on that best run.
Yeah, you were. But it's also because you didn't die here multiple times, right?
Right, but in order for me to do that, that means that I got to if I did that when I didn't have the bird thing, so even getting through to the fire symbol flawlessly, like it's only going to be like at most a 10-second save. It's not a huge amount.
But in a competitive speedrunning setting, 10 seconds is 10 seconds.
Well, yes, but I'm not a competitive, that competitive a person.
I know.
Just for this.
And just because it's, what's it called? It's Rufus.
Because it's Rufus. Because it's Rufus. You know what? Let's test this wall theory. So what I'm doing is I'm going backwards first to kind of align myself to the wall to see if that will help with the jumps at all.
You can put ghosts on. You can't put your PB ghost on. What the hell? That was so fast. Did that help?
I need to do it more to actually know.
Oh, that would make sense too, because you build on like quarter pixels and stuff like that. If you have the wrong line, the kid's hitbox always collide with a spike. Which is interesting because I haven't like Harry and Rufus I don't think touched the wall before doing this.
And I didn't. This is the first time I tried doing that. Yeah.
So maybe it's actually harder for you because you're changing the alignment. Interesting. Wait, did you actually like post the picture of my map into the Discord and people are like, what the balls is this?
I think that is actually easier if I hit the wall first.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Fascinating. I would never... So can people just always do that? Like, is that something you can't build around? Because you can't build no walls. Well, I mean, you can, but it looks weird.
Yeah, I feel like it. The clipping is better on the spikes.
Huh. They've always been a thing, but like, are they avoidable, or is that just a symptom of I want to make it? Yeah, you're like piling through those. Pretty much, Gamma. We're seeing if Estonia can beat the world record again that they set. Rufus had to go to bed. Harry's game crashed. And he had to go to bed as well. Cal was never here. How you doing, man? Good to see you. I mean, we start at 8 p.m. and people go to work, so yeah. This is always going to be the end of the stream if you come around 11. Ooh, okay, here we go. 1 or 2 shot this and you'll beat it, no problem. We have so much time. If you know how they work. But, like, so, are you telling me then that there's just no way of avoiding it? Like, people always just... Like, for example, like, hitting a wall here, would that help against thwomps at all? Because now I'm gonna feel inferior if I don't build around those, if I can build around those. I can tell you right now, if alignments ever gets... Oh, man, that's gonna make... I wonder if... That might be really useful to know for Ice Cavern next week. Because it's an incredibly spike-heavy map. That's kind of crappy that something like that exists, but I guess unavoidable? Oh yeah, 2 minutes, you're good, you're good. Not enough to make a difference? Okay. Like, it'll like, make a difference on that on that jump there, but you still have to be good at the 2 frames. That was incredibly smooth.
I can't believe that double cannonball jump I did.
Yeah, that happens, and then there's Suwaka, who just, like, dead drops all weight after hitting the ball like that.
No, this is, I think, my last chance at a PB here.
Time to stop flexing. It's just time to win it. Oh.
No, that's it. That's it. I'll take the 415.
It's good, though. It's spectacular. Like I said, gotta be honest, I'm impressed and amazed.
And I feel better about the 415 because that wasn't with the duck room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You actually solved it, and then you found the quick tech for it.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Accidentally, because I was just better. That's how I found it. I found it by just being better, because there was no reset after the that first button.
There you go. Yeah, it is. Yep. It's the next week is very spike heavy, so that alignment might be worth it to tell to everybody. I don't know if that will. Like, I can only assume that type of alignment thing only matters if you're a god at games and it actually helps you, which is such a strange thing. Look at that. Wow. Like, you still have to be able to make those kinds of jumps, right? So, like, I'm not building to play around people figuring out alignment. So if they want to use that to be good at it, then good for them. But I think with the not to, like, it's not to be condescending, but with the caliber of players that we have, where people aren't practicing this game nonstop and playing fan games nonstop, it's good to know. It's a cool feature that, you know, I just don't have to worry about because people can break my stuff anyways. But I still know they have to push the jump button. Because from what it sounds like you're saying, Seth, it's like, don't build to try and break it. Yeah. Like, don't build to try and break it because it's not going to make a huge difference.
Let's try this wall.
Can you imagine? I'm going to build an entire map around alignment. Not that I get it. Yeah, I would never force alignment. Like I wouldn't even know how to, nor do I care to look it up. I'm just building cool maps that look like Ocarina of Time dungeons, or at least trying to. Like that one time when you had to shoot the cannon into the eyeball. Yeah, it's cool. I remember that time. That time that your bow became a gun.
Yeah.
Don't you just remember that time when you stared at Pulvagia dropping square rocks on you and you shot it with a gun? Oh, God. It's Gamma's favorite part. Just look again and shoot him in the nuts with a Glock. Yeah, which is fine.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely
You can feel it now.
easy. Yeah, it's definitely easier if you line on the left wall here.
But like, what makes it feel different?
It's just the way the hitbox hits the spikes. It's like you have a little bit more room when you align on the left.
But does it throw anything else off?
No.
Like, I'm legitimately curious, like, does it make other jumps more difficult because you're off by a pixel?
I doubt it. It's only because it's such a tight cut here.
Yeah. That's fascinating. I understand why they have a freeform tool, like you could place them not on a quarter block or a half block. I only build on quarters and half blocks and full blocks. I don't dare to... Well, okay, that's a lie. I did dare in some cases, but like I very, very, very rarely use it where I just freeform and eyeball it and line it up on a grid. But I can understand now how people would want to build with that to like force alignment or to ask, like, yeah, basically force alignment. So I can get that. Having said that, not to scare people away from trying my maps, you can try them. You do not need alignment. It will make something better if you can still do a 2-frame jump like this. But I can guarantee you Estolia makes it look easier than it actually is. It does require, you know, being a god like her to do that as consistently as she's doing it, so... Ooh. See, what's interesting is now that you're thinking about, like, preserving that time, I wonder how much time you lose trying not to die on that one spike.
Probably not much.
It's probably not. It's not more than trying to do the duck thing correctly.
Oh, dang.
It's there. It's very generous, yeah. Believe it or not, that used to be... So there are a couple parts in this map that were less generous. That used to be way less generous. It had to be essentially perfect jumps. Took that out because it was too frustrating for testers, and I'm like, that's fair. Average experience is going to be too frustrating. Let's not do that. These used to be faster. That front area, by the way, used to be way harder with the bouncing bird. That used to have a lot more spikes in it. I decided to double down on the boxes because originally you had to take that bird all the way across a giant sea of spikes, and I told myself, you know, I'll save that for the next map because I found a faster way of doing it because I didn't know the speed to make it easier. So spoilers for next week, there will be one where you will have to use the tutorial skills to get through a puzzle. But there you go,
There
faster.
150.
150.
Sub 2 minutes, yeah.
150, this is good. That's like 4 attempts, depending on where you die.
Yeah.
But yeah, this also used to be harder, believe it or not. Those spikes used to be lower, the ones that Estolia just passed. This used to be as tight as the front spikes too. This actually used to have a lot more blocks in your way in the very beginning, but I made more grace period, and the speed actually of the spikes rising are about the same. I never changed those speeds because I was pretty happy with the timing of it, but this used to be way harder. I just decided against it because I was like, you know what? This gauntlet in itself is already infuriatingly long and very difficult for the average casual player who's not a godsend at this. So, funnily enough, I think the one part I made harder was Volvagia. Originally, it was going to be you just have to shoot you had to shoot a bunch of blocks off, and it was going to be sort of a brick breaker thing. But I opted for the little scales. Oh...
It's the last run here.
Yeah. But yeah, there were a lot of parts that I made easier after feedback from Suwako and Lopez, just because like, just from a gameplay standpoint, I wanted people to actually, like, explore if they could ever master the pieces of it. So, you know, like, this is hard enough as it is. The, you know, like when you look at it, like, this front area used to be, this was about the same. That bottom part didn't have the cannon. It was actually going to be a very precise jump to hit that block between two spikes, and I couldn't figure it out because the width of your sword could hit whatever I could make where spikes got too close, and I didn't want to learn needling or anything like that. So I just made it more of a, here's an explanation on how cannons will work, stuff like that. But this actually explains the boss, stupidly enough. That was the sort of intent. But either way. Yeah, I'll keep you in mind, Seth. Like I said, I build about 4 every year. So like bottom of the well, Shadow Temple, Spirit Temple, and Ganon's Castle are next. Actually, there'll be 5 next year because I'm gonna build that boss. I'm gonna build the Ganon boss thing. Most times I just have people, like I have my friends play it to test to see if it's beatable. And if there's any parts like I missed about clarity or parts about like potential game breaks and stuff like that, because they obviously when you're the creator you don't always see stuff that can alter the way people play, you know what I mean? So like Suwako actually went through the water temple a few unconventional ways just to see if there was anything that you could do puzzle breaking wise, and I think I had to build in some fail safes to make people play in a particular way to actually have a solution, you know what I mean? You'll see what that means in 2 weeks, chat. It's gonna be good. I'm actually, the water temple, this was my proudest for the gauntlet. Ice Cavern was sort of my, why did I do this to people? But water temple is my child. I spent, not consecutively, but I spent months, like at least 3 months building water temple. Because I wanted it to hit the vibe of original Ocarina of Time water temple. And I'm really looking forward to people playing it. Yeah, I'll keep you in mind, Seth, if you hang around, like you know, I try my best to remember everybody and stuff like that, but next time I have a map and you want to see the beta versions of these things before they actually get preened up and proper, I'll keep you in mind. That'd be really good too, because I know Suwako and my friend Lopez are both casual players of this, and if you play a lot of fan games, it would be nice to have that variety. The variety experience.
I was trying to see if I can make that.
I will be honest with you. I made the speed so that you couldn't. It would look really cool. But,
it was close.
Yeah, it's very close and tight, but yeah, I made it where it's barely impossible. Or barely possible, rather, which is, like, impossible. Oh, no. It's fine. Man, I wish they really made these corner jumps. Like, it's just something you get used to, but it's always a thing that happens. It sucks.
I consistently never get my double jump on those corners.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird thing about this game.
Yeah. Anyways, I think that's it for myself as well this evening.
That's okay. I think we got an extremely good look at the map and even found a break.
We found something.
We definitely found something that wasn't supposed to exist. Oh dear. One stranger, welcome in to the end of the stream. I would like to learn how aligns work. I don't think I'll use them, but I would like to know how they work. Hiking jump? Yeah. Yeah. I built a lot of those, actually. That's one thing I do build a lot of. Also, GG's on the win here. Boom.
Thank you very much.
Ah, dear. Well, I think next week we'll push your limits, at the very least. I would actually be...
Looking forward to it.
I would be incredibly impressed. And so, no, not so much impressed, because I'm already impressed with your performance, because, you know, that's not up to me to say, but I'm just impressed when people are really good at games. And you're very good at this game. I would be very surprised if you didn't tell me next week that this is the hardest map I've ever built. Because it's the hardest map I've ever built. Keep your perfect record? Of course, Gamma. Never
We shall see.
We shall see. I'm going to use alignments or hiking. Or no, I use hiking jumps a lot. You gotta do it quick though, because I gotta go to bed once. So if you're gonna explain it, you should start dropping the info now. It's just so I can absorb it and sleep. Have a good night.
I'm gonna check off. Have a good night.
Take care. See you next week, or chat sooner than that. There you go. Okay, moves 3 pixels per frame by default. Depending on what wall you touch and where you'll get one of 3 aligns. Your normal difference in X position is only 1 to 3 pixels. Okay. Also, I just counted your things, Seth. Thank you very much for the completion. Sometimes it makes jumps easier. Okay, so when you say 3 aligns, are you saying there's 3 states of... Okay, I'm going to use it in my terms because I'm not very good at understanding this. So here we go. So there's like position 1, 2, and 3. I'm just going to use my terms. There's position 1, 2, and 3. Depending on where guy is, he'll be moving on his own set of blocks of 3 pixels. So if he's on pixel 2 at start, let's say, he'll move on the 3 sets of pixel, let's say 1, 2, and 3 of 2. But if he moves over and hits a wall, that'll put him on pixel 1, and then he'll move on pixel 1, 2, and 3 of 1. Interesting. So there's no way of building around that because it all depends on which set of pixel blocks I want to build it on. Which for me, I'll always build on the default pixel blocks because I would have never known that existed until you explained that to me. Or until Seth pointed it out. But I didn't, so, okay. So if I'm always building on pixel 2 then, let's assume I'm building on pixel 2 all the time. How do you force it onto a third, so does like left wall and right wall matter? Is that what you're saying? Or like does the size of the map matter? Or like the position, so like if I build a block on a quarter block grid, you can get all 3 on a normal grid. So right wall and left matter. Okay, so does it matter on whether or not it's on a full block of a grid or a quarter block on a grid? Or is it just like hit the right wall and that's pixel 3 versus hit the left wall and that's pixel 1? Versus just don't hit any wall and you're on pixel 2. I wonder if, when I force people to like hit walls and bounce, matters which sides the grid is. Fascinating. I'd never used that, but like that's neat. And that's a maker thing? Like that's a fan game thing? Like how did they build it that way? Like you shrink your hitbox or not just huh. Like if that's intentional. I'm actually just amazed that you can move pixels even though you're up against a wall, which you would think would stop your movement. That's so interesting. Well, either way, I'm gonna upload the... I'm just thinking. I'll never abuse it. I'm just absorbing it. I'm a bit tired too. I've been up all day. I had physio first thing this morning. First thing at 8. But yeah, that makes sense. I'm just kind of like relaxing my brain and thinking about what the next couple of things are. So, keep in mind, guys, what time did I set stream tomorrow? Please tell me I put 9 a.m. Am I smart? I put 8 a.m. like a dumbass. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. We have the Pokemon trailer happening tomorrow at 9 a.m., so I'm going to push stream to start around 9 a.m. instead of 8 a.m., and we're going to watch the Pokemon trailer. It's the reveal of Iona's Pokemon. We get to see what it is. It's probably going to be a new Pokemon or a variant of some kind, but I have a feeling it might be like a regional Snorlax or something stupid like that. Not stupid. Cool. And then after that, we'll be playing some Pokemon Unite. Next Thursday is the next week, week 3 of the I Want to Be the Change. Thank you to everybody who has been donating during it or has been playing along in the maps. Even if you want to give it a try, like I said, all the information is there. Just beat my map. Post a snapshot of your completion screen in Discord. And then in the I Want to Be the Change channel. And that gets $1 up to this. Up to $100 can be donated towards the initiative. We are raising money for sick kids, almost at $2,300. This year was the year. About $400 or $300 ago, we reached $10,000 in total donations to Sick Kids Hospital, which is an astounding feat, something that should not be taken lightly or just brushed over. To think that a community like ours could raise that much over so many years of content creation is astounding, and it wasn't even a goal of mine, just ended up becoming something really cool that we achieved. And it's really nice to see the care that people can put in despite the hard times, especially the past couple of years that people have been dealing with, how we can still put up fantastic numbers like this and support a hospital that is top in pediatric care. That is beyond words and explanation. So thank you for that. We're going to keep going on it. Remember, that's the milestone right there. You want to see Nuzlocke speedrunning. There it is. I'm good at it. I have my own rules set for it too. We can achieve that for December, which happens in December. But yeah, Ice Cavern will be unlocked next Thursday. You can play along with it, see what I'm talking about. When I say Spike-centric, I mean that place is ice cold. Wasn't meant to be that cheesy, but I also called it Guy Rule, so that's as good of content as you're going to get from these things. Yeah, that's it for me. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern time. We will watch the trailer, play Pokemon Unite, check out Clefable, let Scizor and Clefable destroy the metagame, and we'll just have some fun, get some money going, and then depending on, like, I think what I'm going to start doing with Unite content is make my 2100 coin for the week, and then kind of stop. I like getting good at the game, but I also think it paces it out. I've kind of fallen off that want to grind out Unite. I just don't feel like I get enough reward out of it. I do want to get to Master, and I do want to learn the meta and kind of still be good and still maintain the seasonal record of hitting Masters all the time. But until there's some kind of draft format or stuff like that, I'm just kind of making the money. I'm not even, like, logging in daily. That's the thing, too. I'm not even, like, I don't even care to log in daily and get the coins anymore. I just want to play the Pokemon that I like, buy a Pokemon that I think I'm going to super enjoy, and then go from there. Like, Sableye has my eye, so does Zoroark. Dodrio also kind of does, but again, the amount of money I got to make for that just doesn't excite me to play, like, 18 weeks straight when they've released so many Pokemon, right? So it makes me question what I actually want to play along with. Thank you for hanging out. Let me read real quickly what Seth wrote here for 32 pixels. Yeah. Right. Okay, that makes sense. So it would be like either 1, 2, 3, or it'd be 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, or 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Huh. What a strange... That's so strange. That's cool, though. It's just so strange. But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning for that trailer and for Unite. I'm just going to let AutoHost do its thing. I usually don't like rating this late. Which might be a mistake, but I don't really want to go look for stuff. I just kind of want to go to bed. So take care, guys. I Want to Be the Change. More Maker action next Thursday night. Stay up to date with everything happening in Discord. check out everything happening on my socials. Take care. Have a wonderful night. Thank you, everybody who supports me on Patreon and everything else going on this channel. That's not it. It's this thing. Take care, guys. Peace.